Charger fans, Plainview High School here in east side of Ardmore, Oklahoma. I'm Max Chard here with my partner Steve Chard, as usual, with me. We got a good one here, another district matchup here for the Chargers, 7-0 Heritage Hall Chargers against the 4-3 Plainview Indians, another solid squad with a good program.
Absolutely. Coach Joe Price has a really great 8-year career here, 68-27. Does a good job. This has always been a competitive athletic school since my first days of coaching back with Coach Allen. They've always been a good test. I think they've had a few tough weeks here, but I'm sure they're ready. I mean, we always get everybody's best, and I'm sure that'll be no different tonight. Let's get right to our Super Prep feature player of the game, and that is starting center, senior Grayson Hume. 4-year letterman and 2-year starter at center, one of the most important spots on the field, and one of the best O-lines we've ever had at Heritage Hall. 2 years intact for these guys, which is rare just because kids graduate and stuff. And to have 5 guys pretty much play together for, what is this, 7 plus, this will be 8 plus 14, so, 22 games in a row is very rare at the high school level. Very consistent snapper. We're in the gun virtually every snap, and we take for granted that sometimes, you got to play and pull, and you got a big guy to block, and you also got to have a snap on the money to Andy every time. And Grayson does a great job. Great leader, and I've seen it in the schoolhouse. A mentor to our younger linemen. Grayson, one of my favorites, really he's on part of an O-line that has allowed 0 sacks as we get into week 8, which is another impressive stat. That's how part of the reason that we average 52 points a game offensively. So, as usual, the Charger train is rolling. Our schedule is backloaded with weeks 8, 9, and 10, which is great. Get us tuned up for another run at a gold ball here, as it's that special time of year. Right quickly, we're going to kick it to Coulter Gasky, who is our resident weather expert. Coulter, OU freshman, is going to take it away. Coulter?
Thanks, guys. Well, it's a little late, so I'm going to kind of rush this to get onto the field with my camera. Currently, we are in the high 70s, around 78. Sun has already set, so it's going to cool off pretty quickly. By the end of tonight, we should be down into the low 70s, maybe even some high 60s. It's Friday night, sun has set, lights are on. It's football time in Oklahoma. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Coulter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. It's just about time for kickoff here in Plainview.
Miller Tippins is an award-winning commercial construction company specializing in building relationships. Our mission is to improve the lives of the people we serve. Exceptional work requires an exceptional team. No matter the scale of your project, we are committed to delivering excellence from our owner-driven team with over 100 years of combined experience. Let us be your A-team. Miller Tippins, your champions of commercial construction.
Welcome back, Charger fans. As you see, your Heritage Hall Chargers just came out of their tunnel just earlier. As you probably saw, the Heritage Hall Chargers did win or they did not. We don't know. They will receive the first half kickoff. But we'll quickly run into our Joe Cooper Auto Group keys to victory. Firstly, shut down the pass game.
Well, he's a sprint out too. That's pull that guy up, right?
Yeah, right. Protect the quarterback. So protect your guy, your OU commit, Andy Bass. Protect him. And switch into championship mode. This is you're in late October now. Your last 3 weeks of the season before playoffs. It's time to kick it in championship gear.
Well, and I think our schedule lends itself to playing better. Quite frankly, we've had the three bottom teams in the district the last 3 weeks in a row have really not been contests, and I think we'll have a better look tonight. As we said, Plainview was playing better, quite frankly, in September than they are now, and they've had a 4-3. I got a 4-3 record, but I think probably they had a tough front part of their schedule. Played Newcastle in 4A, got a win over Douglas, and then also hammered Dixon. And really, their loss to Lone Grove in overtime, I think, had at least a minor tailspin for the Indians. That kind of stuck with them. That's a big rival for Plainview, just right down the street here, and an overtime disappointment there. So, but it's about time for football, Max, and we are going to looks like receive.
Yeah. Looks like Jordan Harris and Barrett Travis back there deep.
Yeah, that's and then Gerard over there. And Barrett has not. I don't know if he's been back there all the time, all year. And then Carter Counts, of course, the speedy senior starting cornerback, will also be back there. So Chargers are, like we said, they're excited. They're getting into the stretch run here. It's week 8 about to commence when the Indians take the field to kick off here. But again, pulling up the boot, which we do a great job of, and Mark does in the odd stack there, pulling up the sprint out pass, and our outside linebackers kind of have an automatic go when he does sprint out like that, and that's a good way to get into a serious wreck.
Right.
if you're the quarterback and trying to sprint out against our odd stack, which one of the great things about that is not a lot of folks run the odd stack. And so it's hard to practice against, and it's definitely hard to simulate it. The run fits for the odd stack are very specific, and Mark's been doing it a long time and teaches it well along with the rest of his defensive staff. So if you can run the odd stack right, it's hard to move the ball on it. Here we go.
Taylor Badurka to kick off for Plainview, and we're off here in Plainview.
Carter Counts
has a deep. Takes out to about the 25 before he's racked up at the 26. Looks like we're going to be. Randy Bass and this Charger offense that has been red hot going on so far this season will take over.
Yeah, it's exciting to come watch these guys. I mean, 52 points a game, leading with these animals up front. All my guys: Charlie Gagnabati, Z Freeman, Grayson Hume, Eddie Johnston, and Jack Harris. 5 seniors. As you can see, they've put their time in the weight room with that picture. Like we've seen in the past, starting in this A-frame here, Max, probably motion out of it.
Yeah, as you say. So flea flicker, first play of the game. Bass has indeed got him. First play of the game. Rashad Smith to the end zone. Touchdown Chargers. What a start.
Flea flicker, love it, love it. I mean, it can be so demoralizing playing the Chargers, because they will step on your throat as good teams do, and remove doubt relatively quickly. One thing about it, they're not going to be tired for this defensive series coming up, are they?
Nope.
Yeah, not exactly your typical 15-play piecemeal 4 yards in a cloud of dust drive. That's the Chargers will big play you, buddy. And, sometimes you say, well, that was an easy throw. No, it wasn't, because when guys are wide open, sometimes on a go route, those can be harder to throw than your timing out routes. You've got to put it on him. And great job of giving Rashad time to run underneath that.
Yep. Here he goes. Cal Welker to do his normal extra point as he's done all season. Up and good.
See, he caught our ball boys by surprise, too. Nobody back there, right?
Yeah.
They weren't ready.
Quick 7-0 from the Chargers.
Yeah, we'll stay right here. Max, as we both know, and Charger Vision was a huge part of your career as a Charger, and kind of helped direct your career and what you're going to do, which is great, led by the great Luke Steelman. These kids that do this, there's 3 of them down here tonight, and we'll get their names here before it's over with. But they come early, and they get out of school just a hair early to come 100 miles and do this and give up the Friday night and to make this broadcast possible for you right there with my man Russ Cook right in the picture. It's just it takes a lot of people to make this thing happen, and Charger Vision is as good of a student-led broadcast team as you'll see in Oklahoma. And we know, Max, most schools do have some version of this.
Yeah.
And you've been around. I know you worked for a Stillwater game while you're up in Stillwater at school, and
This is maybe the best in state.
And there you go.
I know the other programs that do it.
You would know that better than I, and
it's
it's great to hear that. And Luke's been at it a long time and has created this program from scratch. And we have the state-of-the-art equipment now, and to bring these great HD quality broadcasts to you. I was talking to Luke before, football fans, and if you are having some glitch in your telecast, they did run into a few problems down here. And by the way, the game is also streaming on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, if you'd rather do that.
Bo Butler to kick off for the Chargers. Good kick. Back to the 10. He got a hole before he's wrestled down at about the 34-yard line.
That was Carter Counts, and I did not see who else was. And Klein Reuter, I think, on the tackle. But definitely Carter was in on that one.
So here we go, the big three up front, Xavier Freeman, Charlie Gagniabati, and Jack Harris in there, their front three.
Looks like David Griffin in there at Mike. Senior Cal Lowry, bless his heart, he knocked that shoulder down again, but he will not stay down, but I know he's not suiting this week, talking to Cal. Sophomore David Griffin, who's going to be a good one, is standing in there at Mike tonight. So trips.
There we go. The
Great
give
job.
to their senior back goes nowhere.
You know, Jack Harris, he's not the biggest kid ever, and man, he plays pretty good football at that 5 technique.
2nd and 8 now for the Indians.
Just barely in, still 11-20 and counting, and Chargers already up 7-0 in case you've joined us a tad late. Looking at our defensive starters, at the Bandit, Rashad Smith, and at the Raw will be senior Ben Showalter. In that Mike, we said David Griffin, sophomore. That Lou will be starting tailback Barrett Travis, and at Star, Graham Murphy, the best high jumper in several states. And then in the corner and free, we got Carter, as we mentioned, Gerard Williams, just a sophomore, and Jordan Harris at the free.
Never give it the middle to their number 21, Blake Stewart. That's their main back. Senior, good-looking kid, 6'2", 200, breaks free for a good gain. Yeah,
we're going to continue to. I know, talking to Coach Adams, we've got to continue to wrap up, and everybody's got good tailbacks. The young man from Dixon even last week is Dixon, not a great team, but they did have a very quality tailback, over 200, and had some good moments against the Chargers last week. So we're just not as heavy at that second level as sometimes, but there's some game guys out there. Ben Showalter will stick his nose in there. Bringing them all that time.
Give it to him again. Going for a little less this time, about 4. Looks like Jordan Harris was in there on the tackle.
Well, as Coulter mentioned, an absolute perfect night to play. Pretty warm for week 8, but it is perfect. No wind at all. Nice place down here at Plainview. Got the turf, and track's a big thing at Plainview. Beautiful 8-lane track here, and I was down here last spring for our big track meet, and watching our track team take care of business. Watched Graham in that west end zone area, high jump, 6'10".
See the pads.
He's got him.
He's
He's
got
him.
him.
On him.
Oh, through his hands. There was their main receiver, Shepard Sizemore, there, who was open.
Boy, good-looking kid there.
Yeah.
I'm sure Mark not happy with that. Some mix-up in the back end. I don't know. Couldn't tell quite what we were in right off the bat, but good play call. Just and good ball by that kid, very catchable, and didn't quite make the grab to tie the game.
So here we go. Big third down here for the Indians.
Yeah, you would think they know what they're up against tonight.
Right.
On our half of the field, saying, hey, 2 to make 7 here, right?
Yeah. Here we go. 3rd and 7. Blake Stewart lined up in the backfield. Cooper Flowers and the give to Stewart.
Good guy's a good-looking back. I don't know what we have here.
Let's see.
I see holding given, but I don't know on whom or which team. I saw the on the Indians. He had us wrapped up pretty good there. Big call. They had looking at about a 4th and 3, 4th and 4. Now it's going to be 3rd and about 17. It looks like 3rd and 16.
Yep.
I was going to say he's not going to mark it from there.
I think you were right about the going 2 downs to get 7 there with that play call on 3rd down.
Yeah. So tough call there for the Indians, and then so they're going to be looking at third and very long here.
Mm-hmm.
Third and I think it's like 17, 18. Yeah. If I know Mark Adams, we're going to dial up some heat right here. Need Mike Backer and whoever's there to, watch for a screen. This is a chance for maybe a screen to their good player, their running back. Here comes some heat.
There we go. There's the rollout. Flowers has Sizemore.
I wonder. I almost wonder if the Chargers went a little early there. Not sure. Now, legal formation is the call. We will, I'm sure, decline that, I imagine. Yeah, punt return here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Motion penalty against Plainview. Be declined. Be fourth down now. Fourth and about 13.
Yeah, 4th and 13. The Indians on their own 48-yard line will punt it, or get in punt formation anyway.
So a third down holding derails what was looking like a positive drive for the Indians.
Yeah, I agree.
Punted away here.
David, you're on punt return. Here he comes. Whoa. Oh, Ben.
Almost blocked.
Oh,
short
come
kick.
on. That'll be a running into, I imagine, 5 yards. That's a tough one. But they're kind of off limits. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
That was that 44, Klein Reuter, who almost blocked that. Is that who that was, 44?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Klein. Let's see what the Indians decide to do here. Jeez.
So running into
4 penalties so far in this with 9 minutes to go.
Yeah. Where are they? So it looks like I think Plainview just declined it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He just. They also saw how close that was to being blocked.
Yeah.
So Chargers will take over on their own 26-yard line. Looks to me like, and I don't know, he's going to forgot his flag, white hat. And we're not playing for a few seconds here. See what the Chargers and Coach Bogert have in mind for this one. Didn't mention it. We came on the air a little late, but remiss to not mention the fact that Brett Bogert in his 9th, is that 9th or 8th, Max? It's dark on my old eyes here.
9th season.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And he's a smooth 108-7 in his career, and I say it all the time, but it's insanity. That is not a misprint. So in the pistol here, Barrett Travis at the I-back and Andy Bass at quarterback.
Bass can go back and pass. Has his big tight end.
Another flag, geez. And that was Rhett Davis on the great catch because he took it right in the back.
Yeah.
Rhett, one of our really good-looking three-sport sophomore athletes. Rhett is a great pitcher. Coach Sullivan thinks he has a very great skill set on the basketball court as well. So Rhett, a good three-sport guy. Oh, boy. They realized that 34 was the tight end there, and he's eligible. They called it legal man downfield. So I believe that's a little, like I said, that's 5 penalties in about 8 plays.
Yep. So that's going to back
I heard,
up.
I heard a Plainview fan over there say, "Hey, ref, let him play ball." I'm gonna agree with that man.
So still first down. It's going to be 1st and 15
The 3
now.
widets in the game, Harris, Welker, Smith. We used to call 10 set, but Rhett staying in the game. Tough kid. He took it right in the back, and all for naught, unfortunately, because of the illegal man downfield. Otherwise, we got a good gainer. So 1st and 15 now for the Chargers from the 16-yard line. And I misspoke a moment ago. It was 21, then not the 26-yard line. And the reason that happened, guys, is because Rhett is an eligible receiver, eligible number, but Rashad was lined up on the line, therefore covering Rhett. So that makes Rhett ineligible, and that was the problem. And that's why the side judge over there threw it. He was covered up. Rhett was covered up. Tight end flip there, so trips into the boundary.
Bass, just a keeper to the outside, going to jump his way around for a good little pickup on first down, make it second and manageable.
I'm just glad that was no laundry on the field. I like it.
It's third down. It's third and 6 here. Bass has him open and overthrew him. Yep.
Yeah, Boston Fuller got behind everybody, and Andy overthrew him. That'll bring up a punting situation. Looks
like Bass doing everything. He's going to punt as well.
Well, you don't see the Chargers punt very often.
Yeah.
But obviously the illegal man downfield stopped that drive, and so Chargers on their own 25 will be forced to punt it. At least that's what we look like, and maybe not.
The fake, and might have got it. It's close. We'll
another flag. He may be short. I'm not sure.
Line judge has it right on it. It's close.
I imagine that's on us.
However, we do have a flag in the play.
Yeah, face mask anyway, so we're going to pick it up for sure. Face mask, and that'll be 15 more.
So the offense back on the field.
Grayson Humes like, hey, starting center, I need my helmet. He had to look for us. Not as bad as, I'll give you an Aggie joke here, Max. You know, in the Super Bowl one time when the Bills lost to the Cowboys, which was normal, Thurman Thomas couldn't find his helmet. Missed the first series of the Super Bowl because he couldn't find his helmet. But Grayson wouldn't lose it for long.
Not a great look from my Polk alumni.
No kidding. But a Hall of Famer nonetheless.
Yes, that's the more important part.
That's right.
So with the face masks, first down Chargers from their own 46.
Yeah, nice turn of events there for the Chargers.
Mm-hmm. So back again, there's the Fuller, the screen, and he stood up at about
that's their good player there.
Yep, going to get into Plainview territory, though.
Shepard Sizemore, that big, good-looking receiver, squared Boston up right in the chops there, but a way to pick it up and stay strong there for an 8-yard pickup. 2nd and 2 now for the Chargers as they cross over into Indian territory. Just tied in flip again.
Yep.
You're still on there.
There's the
quick pitch. I don't understand what this flag is on. They're throwing the flag as the ball's being snapped. My goodness.
Barrett Travis for the carry. He's forced out of bounds in Plainview.
There's been an uncharacteristic amount of flags so far.
I hope this is not setting the tone for the whole evening.
Yes.
Waved it off.
Wave it off.
And because it's not, they wanted to call illegal formation. Well, it doesn't matter who's on and who's off as long as you have 7 on when you run the football. Need to let the play happen before you throw it. So the pickup by Barrett Travis, good. His first touch of the night is a good one. Well, he had a heck of a game last week, was our player of the game. I never did get to how many yards, but I know he had 5 touchdowns. I think 1 throwing touchdown on a throwback to Andy last week. So,
So there's the tight end flip again.
Just quarterback ISO, not going to get much there.
No.
Good job by the Indians. Let go of his leg.
Gain of about 1, looks like.
But it was great. You know, Barrett kind of broke out last week. He's going to be a great player for us. Already is, and you know, just a junior. we need that multidimensional aspect as we get in the playoffs. Because if you want to lean on Andy, number 2 is very, very capable of hurting you. Same with this 10 personnel.
Yeah, it's been like that pretty much every play this drive. There you go, back to pass. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Misread.
Misread there, and I think, I don't know where the misread was. It was the wrong route, or Andy just missed him. That's
number 5, Braden French with a good return.
Big play for the Indians there, and I want to say during that play, I was unfortunate it didn't work out for us, but they brought a backer, and Z Freeman absolutely stoned this kid at the line, and then to allow the time for Andy to throw it, and then he ran that kid down. Xavier did. Xavier, who's, as we sit here now, is intending to play football at East Central, not far from here over in Ada. Going to be a good one. He has turned into one heck of a player.
So then you'll take back over on their own 48. Quick pass, complete. To Sizemore again, and there you go, showing his side strength, getting a lot of yards after contact, first down.
Well, and Jordan got him out there, and Jordan and Gerard are not the biggest guys, but they will tackle you, and then we always seem to have a senior that emerges to become a huge contributor, and I would say this year that has definitely been Carter Counts. Carter pretty much kicked a little bit and didn't play as much. He's been an everyday starting cornerback and playing great this year. Carter can absolutely fly, and great kid. So
first down on the 40 for the Indians, on the Charger 40. And they give
great job
Blake,
there.
and then nothing. The ball come out. Charger pointing at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. They're calling second down.
Looks like it. I saw Stewart, like when he was tackled, he reached the ball out, and it looked like it might have fell out. I don't know.
Was he down though?
Yeah, I thought he was.
That's the call in the field, and Steve Freeman,
like
David Griffin in on that one.
Makes life on the chain gang easy. Around the 40. Second down now. The keeper.
Good move there by the quarterback. Rashad had him dead to rights and rope-a-dope, and he got out of bounds on it for a good gainer.
Yeah, Cooper Flowers, good gain there. Looked like it was straight read. 3rd and 6 upcoming. Again, 4-down territory, I would totally imagine.
Absolutely. They're not going to punt it on inside the 40. Let's step up here, D. Let's go Chargers. So keep your eye on the matchup at the top of the screen there to the home side. Now they're going to hand it off.
And get it. Looks like about 2.
Eddie Johnston, part of that rotation on the D-line, in on that one. First contact there, it looked like. Oh, Eddie playing some linebacker tonight. Okay, Eddie's started out the season playing backer, and then he started playing rotating on the D-line, and now he's got to love the versatility of Ed. Good senior and very strong. Loves the weight room. Gerard back in. Carter Knowles was in for a short while. That corner, Gerard in there.
Chargers switching around here. 4th and 4 now for the Indians.
Don't jump. A-frame from the Indians here as he motion out. Delay a game. Boy, that's tough. Tough. 4th and 4, and you got a chance. You're on the move to try to tie the game. Doggone it for the Indians. But we'll take it. I still would think they're going to go. I mean, what do you have to lose here? 4th and a long 9.
So another penalty on a conversion down for the Indians. A-frame again. Yeah, motion out of it again.
See if Mark, what he dials up.
Flowers on the rollout. Plainview sideline wants pass interference. Sizemore was on the ground.
Yeah, I think what they're going to decide is he just fell out of his break, slipped,
Yep.
and the coaches are not happy. I don't blame them. I mean, he's giving him the grief over there, and right in front of their bench, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see it, but when your best receiver doesn't usually fall down for no reason, but I didn't see it. A lot of guys will tell you they prefer the grass over the turf, and for that reason you slip. But, hey, defensive stop by the Chargers right there, and they'll take over on their own 39-yard line.
Gerard Williams was there. He was right there with them, on the ground with them, actually.
Good call by them. That was just past the sticks. Would have been a conversion. Got to execute.
Barrett Travis not. That's Jordan Harris on the
to
reverse.
Rashad.
Yep.
Good tackle there by number 6.
And number 6, Hudson Hobbs.
Puts Rashad down. That's a really great tackle in space. I like
Speedy
the
receiver, Hudson Hobbs.
Yeah, I like the first down call by Heritage Hall. A little inside. You can call it a reverse, just really an inside Utah pass or shovel pass there to Rashad. All kinds of looks here. That's Hillman Brown in there at the wing, I believe, along with Rhett at tight end. Yeah, that's Hillman, number 9, on the option.
Barrett Travis, he's got room. And there we go. Hobbs missed that time. Big gain for Travis.
Well, if you underestimate, Barrett is a big kid. That's what makes him a prospect, partly because you think, well, tall and lanky, big kid, but he has a gear and he can go. So well-executed speed option there. That's a pitch all the way. Just a quick kick to Barrett there. Carter Knowles coming in. Cal Welker coming in. Rhett Davis came off. So 4 wide receivers here.
Trip to the left, bottom of the screen. Bass looking to pass, quick throw. Hard hit. Did they hang on? That was Cal Welker on the catch there.
Absolutely.
Great
Obviously,
catch, Cal Walker.
Sizemore's obviously a headhunter back there, and our kids have held on both times. Good job. And Cal, not as big a kid as Rhett Davis, but great job, Cal. He's just another kid that's, well, there's one that hadn't, but that's played his way into a great player with some serious weight room work and saying, I'm going to be a player, and he is. Cal's having a really great season. So Hillman back in at that wing look here.
Watch Jordan Harris. He's lowing on the outside here. There he is. Bass going to look the other way.
Keep running.
He
just stopped a hair early. That was Carter Knowles, the intended receiver. And it's hard to know when to stop and jump on a ball like that. And he's maybe just a hair early stopped. A great effort there by Carter, and pretty good ball. Hey, I love the call there on the second one. Give it a go. So 3rd and 1 on the 35-yard line going in for the Chargers. Rhett Davis back in the game along with Hillman. Big boys in. It's going to be quarterback run all the way, right?
Yep. Give it to your guy and let him go. Breaks free. Andy Bass down the sideline. Push out of bounds. Did he get in?
No.
No, I don't think so either. Right, yeah.
Yeah, it
looks like it's on the 2.
On the 1. On the 1-yard line. Just outside the 1, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, good job. 23 can play. He had enough foot speed to at least get him out of bounds there. It's rare.
Yeah, it's a state champion 100 meter.
Yeah, fastest time in Oklahoma, so truly the fastest schoolboy.
Right.
Trips to the top of the screen here. I imagine
1st and goal.
Going to go ahead and throw it.
Roll out, and Bass going to keep it and untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
That's tough to do much defensively when they're on the 1 with this group of offensive guys. So Chargers on the board for the second time. Cal? Oh, we're in this little ninja deal with, is that Walker Nelson going to go ahead and go for 2 here? Giving it to Graham Murphy, who is stopped for a loss. We ran that last week. And, you know, a lot of what the Chargers are doing, just giving things for opponents to have to work on as we come up on these two big games, 8 and 9 or 9 and 10 versus Sulphur at home, Marlowe at home. The more you do, the more they have to waste time in practice working on it.
Right.
And one of the many reasons why this staff does such a great job. I mean, sure, we could stay in 2 or 3 formations and run the ball and shorten the game and probably win the game. But the idea is, we're playing for 14 games, not 10. And the more we have other people have to do, the less time they have to spend on what they want to do.
Well, it just adds one more wrinkle out of that formation, which they normally kick out of, essentially.
Right. You know, while we have a second here as we Chargers get ready to kick off for a second time, you know, groups that don't get, we do a good job at Heritage Hall. Everybody, is supportive of one another. But generally speaking, having lived with one, the cheer coaches and the cheer spirit groups do not probably maybe get their just due. And a good spirit group like we have here, led by Heather Showalter and Mark Rowell, head coach Heather and Mark has always helped and doing a great job. And they are they're outstanding. Got a state runner-up trophy this year again and have state championships in their past. And just a good group of girls, good student athletes. And, certainly in my house you better not say they're not athletes, right, Max?
Yeah.
Well, they are great athletes. Many of these girls do other sports, and they're great tumblers. They're in great shape, and they work. It's really the thing about cheer. It's really kind of a year-round gig, and so appreciate them coming to all our games and traveling and working hard. And when you're cheering for the Chargers, you got a lot to do, right?
A really good kick there. Carter Counts just bombed in the end zone.
Absolutely. So
great kick there.
Was that Carter that kicked off?
Yeah.
Good. It's a great team when we got 3 different guys who can kick off.
Yeah.
Usually a lot of places you're like, please, can somebody do it? So, yeah, touchback, you love it. And still in high school, we don't give you the gift of the 25. You go start from the 20.
Well, one of the great things, you just look at the numbers. This is enrollment-wise, not a big school, and their sideline is from 40 to 40.
Well, we got 60 kids out this year, 61, which is outstanding. Play action there, and
so he dropped it.
That was great design, great execution by the quarterback, and the old took off before he had it right there, huh?
Yeah.
So that'll 2nd and 10 now.
Was looking to see where to go.
Well, you can't, if you're the Indians, you cannot afford to give up a 6-yard gain on first down on a well-executed play. You got to catch it.
2nd and 10 now from the 20.
Tight end trips, traditional trips here this time. Going to go ahead and hand it off to the back.
And it won't go down. Is he going to get a first down?
He certainly is. Good physical run.
Blake Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a really good physical back.
Yeah,
Plainview.
saw some of this last week from a couple runs from the Dixon tailback. Same formation.
And Stewart again, he's got a big hole. And he's still going.
Stop. Carter will catch him, and
that was Gerard Williams.
Gerard all the way across.
So a good tackle there in the open field, but not after a long gain for the Indians.
Yeah, just as that brings us close to 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Again, Chargers on top 13-0. The Indians have a 1st and 10 and on the move on the Charger 31-yard line. That's David Griffin coming out. Ed's going to go back in there and play some mic. Little Brooks and Dunn in the background, Max.
I'll take it.
Old school, mid-90s there. Okay, so again, Indians on the move, going to go same formation, just flip it, trips to the top here, tight end
Stewart
into the boundary.
Here.
Needed a blow, I imagine.
Yeah.
22 is in. It's another delay of game by the Indians.
Yeah.
You would think that, did he get a timeout called? Let's see.
Doesn't look like it. They're
Well,
walking
they went ahead
out.
and marked it.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, what a killer. So that'll move it back to the 36-yard line. Who's 22, Max? You've got the roster that my old eyes can't read.
Matthew Chapa.
Okay.
5'7", sophomore.
Obviously, he the backup tailback. So, well, hope Stewart's not hurt. There, he looks fine. He's got his helmet off and in his hand over there. So, again, trips in out to the field here.
Give it to Chapa and stood up immediately.
Yeah. He is not Stewart.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What happened here? Boy, these guys are flag happy. Jeez. Okay.
So Jack Harris there got up and made the tackle. Extracurriculars after the play.
Yeah, personal foul.
Yep.
On the Chargers. Going to give him 15. So that's I think it's the third 15-yard penalty called in this first quarter. So not on All in Heritage, just the third one. And
it's going to give him a new set of downs.
Absolutely, he's going to be at the 21-yard line.
Yep.
So first and 10, Indians, the 21 of the Chargers. Let's flex our muscle here and stop them here in the red zone.
There's Stewart back in the backfield with Flowers. And immediately the give right to him up the middle.
Yeah, he hits the hole hard.
Yes.
Good job there by the Chargers, plugging that up for picking up a 3. Ben Showalter in on the pile, along with Charlie. Down your body.
He turns his way down to the 17-yard line. Stop there about
It is a serious fist fight at nose guard in the odd stack because you almost are always double teamed, and no better man than Charlie to deal with that. Charlie, Andy, and Z, I think, are the 3 strongest kids out here.
2nd 7 now. The screen pass to Sizemore. Makes a cut up field right at the marker.
Going to be short.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yep. But a good pickup on 2nd down for the Indians. I mean, 3rd and really short.
Yeah, I'm going to say 21 is going to get it.
They're going to take it.
And that's going to be the quarter. So,
yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. We've had the first quarter is gone. Chargers on the road at Plainview leading 13-0. We'll be right back with quarter number 2.
Oklahoma's known for its lakes, farm ponds, and creeks. And whether you take a highway or a dirt road to get there, Joe Cooper Jeep gets you to your destination.
Right now, buy any Jeep for 10% below employee pricing. Plus, Joe Cooper always gives you more for your trade-in.
And remember, we'll beat any dealer's price on a new Jeep by $500, or we'll give you $10,000.
Only here at Joe Cooper.
Who loves you, Oklahoma?
Welcome back to Plainview. Fixing to flip fields here. Start of the second quarter. It's going to be 3rd and short Plainview. We got a second here. Go ahead and read off one or two of our sponsors that make this so good.
Yeah, it takes a lot to make Charger Vision happen, and we have some great community helpers that make it so.
I'd like to thank Metro Mark Real Estate for their sponsorship this season. Established in 1978, Metro Mark is a pillar of the Oklahoma real estate community. Visit metromarkrealestate.com to connect with an agent today. Metro Mark Real Estate, helping you buy and sell with confidence.
So, second quarter about to start. Chargers up 13-0, but Plainview knocking on the door here has a big 3rd and less than 1. Can't imagine that 21's not getting the ball here. It's shown to be a quality back.
Yep, right to him, right up the middle. Hit the hard.
Not much, but he did get it.
Yep.
They're going to have a 1st and goal in the tough way. It's going to be all 10 of them.
Yep.
But definitely a 1st and goal now here for the Indians.
Barring a couple penalties, Plainview has moved the ball really well so far to start this game. So 1st and goal now. Back into that A-frame again. They give Stewart again. He stood up.
Yeah, no gain there.
Yep.
Going to be a slight loss. Jack Harris on the bottom of that pile. A host of Chargers. Boy, wow. Gave him a yard, half yard there. Okay. So 2nd goal from the 9. Power eye look, A-frame, whatever you want to call it. C21, they're going to throw this one to the slant and gets inside.
Touchdown, Indians.
Yeah.
Cooper Flowers put it on the money, and Sizemore was open on the slant.
Yeah, nice play there by the Indians to get on the board. Oh, my goodness.
Whoa.
Oh, that's what they do.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. I like that.
That spooked me out. It's kind of what they do at OU sometimes.
Yeah.
So, extra point pending to get the Plainview Indians within 6. And it's
good. Up and good. So, Plainview finally gets it in after moving the ball pretty well in the 1st quarter, and they find themselves down 6, 10:57 to go. Go ahead and take a look at a couple more of our sponsors here. Charger Vision would like to thank another great sponsor, 9th Street Parking Lot, for their support. Visit them online at 9thstreetparkinglot.com to schedule your BARK bus pickup from the Heritage Hall campus. Coach Kyle Gillum looks forward to spoiling your pups at his first-class facility in downtown OKC. 9th Street Parking Lot, home of the BARK bus. And a huge thank you to Stanley Graduation, offering Jostens products and conveniently located in Edmond. For all of your high school grad needs, class rings, letter jackets, announcements, and championship rings. Celebrating moments that matter, Stanley's Graduation Services. Call them or text them at 405-607-4343 or visit them online at jostens.com.
Yeah, Matt Stanley, a good Charger supporter over the years, good man. I think I've told you this, Max, but, you know, Matt's dad was Jim Stanley, OSU coach, and he also coached in the USFL back in the 80s and coached the Michigan Panthers to the USFL championship. Jim Stanley. Coach Warner, who's sitting about 20 feet to my left, knows Coach Stanley. So here we go. Indians going to kick off. Haven't seen a lot of our kickoff return team in the first half lately since the Clinton game, and that's a deep onside. We're going to need to go, out of bounds. So
yep.
Great, we'll take it at the 35. Carter was heading over there somewhat slow. He obviously could see it better than we could, going to head out of bounds. So nice job by him not trying to field that.
I believe Plainview, they know what's at stake here. This is for the playoffs. This is a big for their standings and making the playoffs. They know it.
Well, are they going to be 4th or Lone Grove? How's that looking?
Well, from what I was told, this is to make it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to then that's good for us to get their very best and get the full attention here, and you're on the 100-yard road trip for the 2nd week in a row. Kids are kids. We do a wonderful job here. The staff does of only playing the opponent in front of you, but it's hard not to at least take a peek about what's up ahead.
It's a pass.
Wheel route to Jordan.
Jordan, he's covered. Great catch.
He dropped it.
Nope. Yeah. That was a great job. Braden French there was right with them and stayed with it and knocked it out the last second there.
Yeah.
Jordan Harris got around.
The single-man wheel route from Jordan there, and Andy put it right on the money. And like you said, good. Just give credit where it's due. It wasn't a bad play by anybody. Good play by the good catch and a better play by the corner there. Rhett Davis getting consistently in the game tonight at tight end, and Rhett has a great pair of hands, and see if they come back to him anytime soon.
So there we go.
The sprint out pass to Cal Welker, who's going to pick up 9.
Good pickup there. 3rd and short now. 3rd and that was
okay. So
a little backed up.
He picked up 8, I guess.
Yep. 3rd and 2 now.
Same formation we've been in quite a little while now. Now we'll go to the trips into the field. Just quarterback ISO. You better get
catch
right.
him.
6 can tackle.
Yeah. Big tackle there by Hobbs.
6 is a good tackler. Hobbs got him on the ground. There's not a lot of kids who've had, I mean, let's just call it like this, quite frankly, who've had the desire to even try that. And a real football team will, and Sulphur will, and Marlowe will, and everybody we play from here on out. So good job by them and coming down to prevent the touchdown by Andy. Great pickup there on 3rd and short. So Chargers got a 1st and 10 rolling on the Indian 36-yard line. 9:40 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. Hillman Brown in there at fullback.
Screen.
Good ball there to Carter Knowles.
He's got a lot of room to go.
Carter
he stayed in and finally pushed out of bounds.
Limping, coming up limping a little bit. Maybe hopefully just stubbed his toe or turned it over a little.
12.
Great ball there by Bass
to
lead him. You know, that's not the hardest throw ever, but making it on the money and in stride, or what they call throwing him open, makes that play a possible 8-yard gain or 20+. Power look there from the Chargers to Travis. Turn the corner. Get in there, big boy. Let's go, Barrett.
Barrett Travis going to be wrestled down just short.
Oh,
looks like almost inside the 1.
Wish a couple of our mates would have been there and leaned on him.
Right.
First and goal, Chargers.
Tough ask here from the Plainview defense. First and goal from inside the 1. So here we go, Bass and Travis again in the backfield. He's getting leverage to the left and walked right in. Touchdown, Andy Bass, his 2nd of the game, running at least.
Yeah, and one on the flea flicker to start the ball game.
Yeah.
So Chargers answer with gusto here. I think they're going to go for 2, get this one back, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks like just a normal 2-point conversion here without the odd formation. And keeper going to roll out and throw it.
Picked off.
Yep.
I don't know if that was just a little hot or was a little behind Jordan. I couldn't quite tell.
Jordan Ayers shaking his head, wishes he had it.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Chargers do pick up the score and back to 19-7 now.
Last pass was intercepted by number 5, Braden French.
Three scores on the board for the Chargers. Looking at the rankings in Class 3A, Chargers and Lincoln Christian have held the top spots since day 1. And our Week 10 opponent, the Marlowe Outlaws, lurking there at the 3 spot with an undefeated record, led by Matt Weber, does a great job down there. And our state champion opponent last year, Metro Christian, at 5-2, and tied with Perkins Tryon at 4th, which makes no sense to me because Perkins has a better record and beat them.
Yes.
So I'm sure Perkins is scratching their head on that one. Followed by our next week's opponent, Sulphur, who's really starting to play well. I know that the kids have mentioned that they think Sulphur has kind of got it going. Had some new personnel and stuff to start the year and a couple of tough losses, but they've kind of been going. They beat Lone Grove 41-0 the other day. So Sulphur will be tough next week in a homecoming battle back at Pop Murray.
Another good program. We saw them in the state title game, was that 4 or 5 years ago?
Which one?
Sulphur.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we beat them in
over at Western Heights.
We beat them in 18. That's right.
Yeah. So there we go. Sizemore back deep. Great tackle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me the number. I can't see it. I need a spotter down there, don't we?
Yeah.
He turns. Is that
3?
Yeah, that was Gerard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the opposite side of the field, it cannot see the number.
He stayed sideways the whole time.
Yeah. It's 1st and 10 now from the Plainview 17.
Yeah, great job, Gerard, just pinning him deep there on the good kickoff coverage by the Chargers. The backup in this time, and
hit hard immediately, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if as you say, Max, the season's on the line, I'm not wasting time. 21's playing. I mean, he's back in the game now.
Yep. Now it's Carter Counts. He was in there in the blink of an eye there to make the tackle.
What a great tackle for a loss from cornerback by Carter. Great job.
So now behind the chains now, 2nd and 11. So, 2nd and 12.
Getting towards 8 minutes here in the first half.
There's Stewart back in the backfield. And give it right to him. Not going much.
Before I forget, we can have fun here on our own broadcast. I want to give a shout out to the legendary Dr. John Powell, watching with a couple of Heritage Hall fellow alumni and former Charger gridiron guys, and that would be Eli Embry and Tyler Payton, 2 of my favorites, and they're watching the game together at the Roost, the home of Eli Embry. Let's hope those guys, I'm sure there's plenty of laughs going around with that group of guys.
So big 3rd down here, 3rd and 9 for Plainview.
Absolutely, to be good to get some breathing room if you're the Indians. Here comes it off the edge.
Flowers going to roll out to his right.
And there's
going to keep it and step out of bounds. Yep.
Good coverage there by the Chargers. Good coverage by Jordan Harris deep downfield, along with Rashad Smith and Carter, all 3 helping out there. So that's going to bring up 4th and 8. Yeah, 4th and 9. So you got to punt it?
I mean, see the punt team on there.
Here they come.
Yeah, there you are, yeah.
Yeah, he not letting us get the punt team on. Good job by the Plainview staff right there. If they can get on 11, but none of them, some of them didn't know, and we're under 5 seconds here on the play clock. 2, 1, and timeout Plainview. Yep. So that backfired. That's one of those things that I appreciate what Coach is doing right there, but, you've got to have the kids ready and knowing that you're going to call that late. Everybody's going to sprint on the field. I saw helmets coming on and that kind of thing there, which made that have to burn a timeout for the Indians. With 7:15 left here in the half, Chargers up 19-7. Just like we said, our great cheer staff, cheerleaders leading the crowd. They've done it all year. I was talking to Mr. Rao today. 26 girls strong for the cheer program this year, and they've they travel everywhere and do all this stuff along with their own competitions, and keep the crowd going.
Good crowd over here on the visiting side of Plainview.
Absolutely.
Filled up pretty quickly.
Well, and you know why? It's the second week in a row that I've been privileged to see kitty cheerleading night. Dixon Comets had little kitty cheer, and they had 100 of them last week in Dixon across about 10 minutes from here.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think, unfortunately, I'm afraid that crowd will not look like that after half. But, yeah, that happens to everybody when you have little kid cheer night.
Yep.
So punt team on a 4th and 8, 4th and 9.
Yep.
From their own 18, 19-yard line for the Indians. See if we can try and go get it or play for a return. Definitely return is on.
Good punt.
Returnable punt, though.
Yep.
Low liner.
Jordan Harris back.
He's
got some wheels. Got some wheels. He got to the outside. Jordan Harris pushed out of bounds. Good return there from Jordan Harris. give good starting field position to Andy Bass and this Charger offense.
Great job by Carter Counts not taking the bait and wanting to absolutely decapitate a kid. You cannot do that anymore. We were talking some Charger history the other day, Mr. Castle and I, and the Watonga Eagles in the mid-'90s would have set up that staggered punt return, and they would knock guys off, knock them out, because it would just, it was a vicious deal, but it wasn't illegal, and you didn't see it coming, and it's a good rule change, helps prevent injury. But good job there, Carter, avoiding the penalty.
Travis in the backfield of Bass. He's going to give to Travis. Get through, big hole. He rubs off a couple tacklers before Sizemore wraps him up out of bounds.
Stop up, hop up, hop up, hop up. Who is that? Eddie Johnston is down.
We have an injury timeout.
Turned his ankle, doggone it. I promise you that's hurting because he's a tough sucker, is Eddie. Always happens in weird spots, you never. So kind of the jack of all trades, David Griffin will replace Eddie in there.
Bass going to roll it to his right. He's got Rashad Smith there. Right at the marker.
Good ball there by Andy.
Looks like
he's really great, really great throwing the ball on the run.
So another first down there for the Chargers.
13-yard line, be enough for a Henry Call first down.
First and 10
run
from
that
the
clock winding. He was stopped in bounds there.
They give to Travis again. It's going to bounce outside for a gain of a few.
Two, Barrett Travis on the carry. Number 1, Toby 7 on the stop.
So second and about 7 or 6.
We can get a first down here without scoring.
So Hillman Brown and Carter Knowles going to come in there. That's stood up.
That's one of those. I wouldn't want to speculate to what Coach Bogert specifically wanted to happen right there, but it might have been a pull read if the read was on there. Andy Mike should have pulled that one if that's what the call was. I'd have to look at the replay, see where his eyes were, but good job there by the Indians for a loss there. 3rd and 8 for the Chargers.
So Travis is going to look to throw. And he's wrestled down there.
Yeah, that's
the running back.
Tailback.
Blake Stewart. Also plays linebacker for him. Was in there on the sack.
So we'll see what the Chargers have in mind here.
4th and very long.
I think try a field goal.
Yeah, they are.
I like it. Chargers don't try a lot of field goals. Cal says no tee, please. I'm going to go off the turf. So
it's about a 35-yarder or so. Going to be for.
Snap good.
Low hooking.
But he got it. Yes, sir.
Got it. Good kick, Cal Welker. 35-yarder is good. Put the Chargers up 22-7.
See, that's proof that a low line left pull can be good, like one of my drives, right, Max? It still worked. And 3 points on the board. Way to go, Cal Welker. So that 3 gets us to 22-7 with 4:24 left in the half here in Plainview. A lot of people help, and Max is going to use his young eyes and read a few of more of our sponsors for us.
Yeah. 3 Points Land is proud to support the Chargers, and the Chargers are proud to have them on our team. 3 Points Land is leading the industry in land services for energy innovation. Visit 3pointsland.com, THREE3, to learn more.
You know, while we got a short break in the action here, before I forget, if you're a social media person, actually Mr. Fetro brought this to my attention this morning. Ori Walker, one of our great athletes that graduated last year, was named, as a lot of you know, has walked on at Oklahoma State, and Ori was named Practice Player of the Week by the Cowboy football staff. And that's a great honor. You think, well, practice play, that means he's busting his tail. And I got a chance to visit with Ori last week up at the ball game, and having a great time, and obviously doing a lot of good things to be named that. Congratulations, Ori Walker. Great Charger and one of many that is doing it at the next level. Oh, that's going to be ours. Yes, sir.
Great kick.
Klein Reuter with a wonderful, that's a baseball player. Klein, great baseball player, was able to corral that. Really gosh, what a terrible mistake by Plainview. It's almost as if they forgot that that's a live ball.
Yep. That was Bo Butler. He placed it perfectly.
Oh, what a great,
yes.
Like he was hitting an old Bellata Titleist, sucked it right back, and Klein Reuter, the man on the spot, is, that's one of those ones you even on the NFL, you tend to see that kick around and bounce on the full speed, but Klein, great job corralling that without losing it. First down Chargers on the 18. Wow.
Yeah, so a big recovery there, and the Chargers take over.
Bo Butler, just a freshman, putting it on the money.
Dual receivers both sides. Bass back to pass. Thrown. Got him. Rashad Smith. Touchdown.
Hey,
One play.
Well, and what a great job by Andy right there. To a great sign of maturity that I'm telling you, last year that doesn't happen. He knew Rashad was running the dig and going to clear, but it took the dig is a deep, long route, and he waited, stood there in the pocket, stood tall, and put it on him. It's one thing to stand in there, but it's another thing to stand in there and also put it on him right on the chest for an easy 6. But he did have to wait for that to clear. Great job, offense, take advantage of that quick changeover, and what a gut punch for the Indians.
Not to let it go unnoticed. Great protection there from the Charger O-line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's almost a given, right?
Like
I said, no sacks this year, unless that one earlier was a pass attempt that did we have our first sack? Well, week 8, 0 or 1, still really good.
Yeah.
So that was quick, just like that. In case you went to the fridge grab something to eat, all of a sudden we've scored 10 points in about under a minute.
Yeah.
Cal Welker drills a field goal to get us to 22-7, and then great kickoff by Bo Butler. Bounced great. The Indians failed to field it, and Klein Reuter, sophomore, pounced on it. 1st and 10 Chargers at the 18. One play strike to Rashad Smith for his second touchdown of the evening, and second touchdown pass of the evening by Andy Bass.
And so all of a sudden, when it was a one-touchdown game 6 minutes ago. This is kind of just briefly talking with some of the coaches this week. They kind of had said this, that the Indians are not devoid of talent, as we can see. I mean, they've got some good players. The free safety and the tailback are as good kids as you'll see around in our class, and a couple of really untimely penalties. That failing to field that kickoff, I mean, those are things you just can't do against the team that you know is a little better. You've got to play flawless football to have a chance when you're playing number 1, and so far a few tough mistakes by the Indians. So Butler to kick again, Bo Butler.
Let's see what happens here. They got a few more guys back there. Boy, what a good leg Bo has to the 2-yard line.
Sizemore.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Jordan Harris sneaks in there for the shoestring, gets him down on the 22-yard line. Good job, senior Jordan Harris. Gets him on the ground.
Kickoff coverage has been really good so far for the Chargers.
Yeah, that didn't feel good. And 23, oh boy, that's Sizemore.
Not good, yeah.
Oh, I hate it for that young man. A good player. Hopefully not serious.
Sizemore only a junior. He's got another year left here.
Well, great job, cheer, as always. 4:07 left in the half here, and Indian free safety. What's his first name, Max? Sizemore.
Shepard Sizemore, yeah.
He's hurting.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's hop up. Maybe the breath knocked out of him. Now he's moving around.
That's good to see.
Good to see.
Good sign.
Yeah, nice place down. You got the Jumbotron and the, get my directions here, in the west end zone. This is an east-west field here in Plainview. Yeah, nice place.
Nice turf field. Good.
Well,
good
a lot of
stands,
these districts similar to this, like, you know, you have Chisholm and Enid, you have Plainview down here. There's several communities, like, of course, tons around the city area. And, you know, a lot of people would rather have a little smaller school experience than the big 5A and 6A like Ardmore and Enid in those two towns I referenced.
Yeah.
So trips to the top there.
So there we go. Flowers going to keep it. Thrown.
And caught. Boy, Rashad Smith, they brought Rashad, and he almost had the sack, but good job by the quarterback. He's got a good clock in his head, knows when the pressure's there. Good 5-yard pickup there on first down by the Indians.
Good first down pickup for sure. 2nd and 5 now. Clock keeps rolling as we get closer and closer to halftime. Plainview definitely no stranger to taking their time.
Yeah, I agree with that. 29-7. It's not like we're going to not keep trying.
Yeah.
So pulls the guard up in there to
lowered his shoulder, get the first down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake Stewart.
There's a timeout now. 2nd timeout of the half taken by Plainview. A little early, I thought, with 3:14 to go, but great run by that kid, man. That was Jordan Harris, the first contact, and give that small battle to the Indians.
Yeah. Soon fresh downs here, and yeah, Plainview calls timeout.
Some of the Indians saying, come on, let's go. I'm like, okay, I'm sure the Chargers will be happy to oblige. Good. It's high school football. It's good stuff. The last best pure version of this sport. I love it. And the Chargers play it great. We're very spoiled almost to get to watch these guys every week and just assume, you know, the W. Ball's on the ground. He's down. He's down.
Yep.
Okay, it's hard to sometimes stop that quickly when you going crazy. They're tough. Again, just an untimely mistake there, and the quarterback's played well for the Indians tonight, and
you don't want to be behind the sticks against this defense.
It's interesting that the way they're handling. They called timeout. I know that they're thinking they couldn't decide what to do. They got the first down, so let's call timeout to keep going, and now they've lost 5, and you know they don't want us to get the ball back.
Right.
So it's a tough way to manage. Which way you want to manage it? Do we want to push the pedal, and now they've slowed it back down as the play clock reaches 10. So see what they do here if they throw it.
2nd and 14 now. They're just going to give it to Stewart right up the middle.
That's what I figured. Now, see if Coach Bogert calls a timeout, and he does.
Yep. It's 3rd and 11.
Yep. So Coach Bogert immediately with the timeout there with 2:32 left in the half. Indians looking at 3rd and 12. And we will, if they run this here, I don't think the Indians will open the door for us to save that timeout by throwing it here with the chance of an incompletion. But, you know what, I'm going to throw it. And then if so, I'm going to punt it. But I'm not going to just give it up here. I'm going to try for a first down. I mean, the score's 29-7, right?
Right. Really, it's still only a 3-possession game.
Yeah.
It is.
And so I would keep trying, keep pushing here if you're the Indians.
3rd and 12 now. See if the Chargers dial up something here again.
Bummed out to see Eddie Johnston there. I don't know if we'll see him back tonight. The great Mallory Ganaway, our head trainer, getting the ice bag to put on Ed's ankle. So hopefully just a sprain. Just the 3 of us came back there.
Deep pass.
And good for them.
Yep.
Good for them for giving it a shot there. Like I said, throw it to your best guy and see what happens. And good to see him back in the game. By the way, Sizemore, the intended receiver, incomplete, and it does save us a timeout. But that if you give up there right there at 29-7 and run it to try to clock, to damage control it, I think if you're a player for the Indians, you're sort of like, geez, coach, give us a shot. We got a good receiver. He's got a touchdown already, and that's exactly what they did. So I agree with that decision there by the Indians to give it a go. We'll put him in punt formation. Pretty good punt last time, and Jordan had a great return. It was a little bit low.
So see what Jordan can do this time. Another good punt, low.
That's a tough ask, like you say, for the up back there to try to block Charlie Gagne-Body.
Yeah.
He put that little kid in reverse, and he wasn't even really on a block. He wasn't too far from blocking it.
So not as electric as return as last time. Chargers will take over inside their own territory on the 42.
Well, and that's an eternity for this offense, right?
Yes, 2:15.
And a pretty game effort by the Indians this game and this half, and you give up a score here, and you're sitting there at 36-7.
Mm-hmm. Bass looking to pass again. He's just past his hands.
Boston Fuller, the intended receiver. Another good job by Andy standing in there and taking a hit. But great protection. I mean, that route took forever. Good job, Andy.
Yeah, really only that one play. Has he really been flustered at all in the passing game?
So 2nd and 10, but only ran off a few seconds there. He's going to
just keep he's going to keep this time, yeah.
God, he's so fast. I mean, they had him. Number 1 had him. And by the way, just because you get a hold of his jersey, he's about 200 pounds and benches 300 plus and squats 500 plus. Good luck. Because that kid weighed about 140. Tough. That's why he's going to play football at Oklahoma. There's not many things in his game that are not a total mismatch in Class 3A or any class.
First down for the Chargers. Bass, quick throw out to the.
I think that ball might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage.
It looked like it kind of fell.
Yeah, the back judge finally called incomplete. I don't know if we have a replay, but that ball looked tipped by a defensive end on the Plainview right side. The trajectory and the spiral changed right after he threw it. Probably not time for that right now.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 now. Trips to the left.
There's a
Bass.
run.
Great tackle, yeah. Great tackle there.
Yeah,
Toby
there's
Stedman.
15 on Stewart, the running back. He extracurricular popping Rashad Smith pretty late. Should be 15 for the good guys.
15 tacked on, so free first down there.
Oh, wow, he waved it off.
Oh.
Sat right here and watched it, but whatever. That's okay. Let's play ball. 1:51 in the half. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 after a nice play there for no gain. Carter Knowles going to be in the slot on the top of the screen there along with Jordan on the outside receiver. Yep. Cal Welker and Rashad Smith. There you go.
Got Cal again. First down, Chargers.
Wow. Good catch by Cal right there. Great pickup. Good read by Andy. Quick throw. Going to set the sticks, and then the clock will wind. Sprint out by Andy.
Roll out to his right. Thrown Okay,
threw that one behind Rashad that time. So that's all right. Stops the clock. Plenty of time. 2nd 10 with 1:28 to go. Ball on the Charger 26-yard line in the middle of the field here. So playbook wide open here. No need. You don't have to call certain things due to the time constraint. We have 2 timeouts in our pocket, and so everything goes right here.
Jordan Harris down at the bottom of your screen there.
Oh, what a ball.
Yeah, really good ball there. An out route to Cal Welker again.
Good catch. That was well covered. It just better throw, better catch. And that's going to be – okay, I thought he stopped it. I thought he was out of bounds.
3rd and 4 now.
Timeout, Plainview.
I don't know if they didn't like what they saw or –
well, they're just feeling, hey, well, let's tap the brakes here, you know.
Yeah. Take a look at some of the Charger football alumni. Plenty of great talent that's come through here. And of course, right now, Gavin Freeman leading the way. You know, at OU, a sophomore now, is the main punt returner for Brent Venables, the number 5 team in the country. Pretty
cool, you know, just referencing him to some of our young Chargers school, you know, and I think a lot of us know the story. The mantra was, "I bet on myself," you know, and it's worth talking about. You know, he was lightly recruited because he's short or whatever. I mean, he's an elite talent. I think we all know that, but Tulsa offered, and then holding penalty there. And it's not. He had him fair square right in the front, but you know how it is on the perimeter. That often gets called more often because it's easily seen, you know.
Right.
It's just, and he had him holding pretty good, but he let go. Good no call by the crew there. 4 wide. Doing it again. They're not covering him.
And he's going to score.
Yes, sir.
Cal Welker, touchdown. Dives into the end zone.
Cal Welker, the old Welker clan, Papa Warner back there, get to enjoy that one. Great job of taking what they give. They backed up and so okay, we'll throw it to Cal. And like I had mentioned, really disheartening if you're Plainview. Played pretty decent football this half, and they look up and it's getting ready to be Cal Welker's show that drive, and as he gets to continue the show with tacking the PAT on, hopefully. Rhett Davis moved. Yeah, that's okay. We missed it. Yeah. So try it again, 5 yards back.
Word around is we just got news up here. We believe Edward Johnson is going to be out for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, I would imagine. He's got a shoe off, but he's not laying there. He's up on a crutch and hopefully, sprained his ankle. We need Ed. We need Ed to hopefully that's a short-lived
precautionary thing, possibly.
Well, I mean, he's hurting, but,
yeah.
I know I guarantee you he's going to do everything in his power to get back out there next week.
So let's try this again, Cal. And this is blocked.
You can't do that, but anyway, they didn't call it. He jumped over, but okay. And that's what our coaches are questioning right now.
Yeah, you can't jump over the snapper.
And if, the guy comes through that A gap and he jumps through there, you should put him on the ground. So, sometimes that tends to happen with PAT. It's almost a relaxed play sometimes, and the Indians decided they wanted to play right there and came and got it. But that makes all that field goal and missed 2-pointers and everything. Now the score looks very logical, right?
Yeah.
35-7. We'll stay right here. 56 seconds left in the half. Chargers up 35-7. It's amazing. Just what we do to people.
Take a look around. Athletics at the Hall. Great. Obviously everywhere, so great. Chargers cross country raced their final regular season meet last week at Waurika. The boys finished third as a team, paced by senior Will Blaylock with the 5th place individual finish. The girls did not qualify for team placement with just 4 runners, but Coral Grimmett placed 11th and Zeffie Ellenberg finished 23rd out of almost 200 runners from 32 schools attending the meet. What a big
good.
meet in Waurika.
Yeah.
Wow. Tomorrow, the Chargers race in regionals at OBA. Been there with hopes to qualify for state next week. The girls' race begins at 9 a.m. and the boys will follow at 9:45. Get out and support our runners. Absolutely, as a former runner myself, Coach Champney, what a great job he's done over there. Get out and support them. And Will Blaylock I've seen him grow since he was a true freshman running, and he's improved so much and has become a incredible runner here.
Yeah, he's the anchor on this team.
Yes, he is, and he can run in college if he wants to. He will have that decision.
That spiraled by Bo Butler.
So bounced up and received a 10.
Uh-oh.
There he is. Break free. Uh-oh. There's Sizemore. Sizemore he's gone.
No, that's not.
No flags. Touchdown, Plainview. 90-yard kickoff return. Shepard Sizemore.
The guy can move.
Yes.
Because I know Carter Counts can move, and he didn't have a very good angle, but that guy can run. Coaches will not like that.
Something you'll look at on Sunday, film?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The game of the week in our district, Marlowe and Sulphur are playing right now. It looked 7-6 Sulphur at halftime over Marlowe.
Tough battle there.
Because Sulphur's saying, hey, if we can beat them, then we're playing for the district title next week.
Yep.
Snap up and good.
There we go.
So just like that, a lot of action here in this long first half.
Very long first half. And Plainview with a big score there, 35-14 now. But now you give the ball back to Andy Bass on offense, and they can go score.
Well, I can tell you one thing that we won't do, and that is sit on it. Yeah, they go to the cross-country guys go to Enid in the morning, right, Max?
Yes, OBA.
Is it OBA or Chisholm?
It's OBA. That's where we've gone for regionals, I think, every year since I've been running.
The kids told me Chisholm, but
oh, really?
But I don't know that.
Well, this is just says OBA here,
okay,
but yeah.
Yeah, they'll be up there bright and early, I'm sure.
It's always been at OBA, which is why I would think OBA, but normally it's been OBA and Kingston, or not Kingston.
Well, the other one was Waurika.
Waurika.
That was I'm glad they didn't have to go back to Waurika. That is a long way, sitting right on practically on the Red River down here off Highway 81. Feel like I'm watching a Fox game, Max. A lot of commercials.
Yes.
35-14, so 49-point first half. That's a lot of breaks in the action. It's a lot of points.
And add a fair amount of flags, to say the least.
Luckily that kind of mellowed out in the second quarter.
It did.
So the Indians will kick off. They're going to kick it right out of bounds.
Yeah. I just don't think they're taking a chance. They're just going to say, we'll give you 35.
I guess. I don't know. That's a coin flip, right?
Yeah. So 44 seconds left for Andy Bass in the offense. See if they can work some magic up. 2 timeouts. There's plenty of time again. Air it out.
The Indians are going to back up here pretty deep.
So here we go. 2 receivers both sides. Bass back to pass. Looks outside. He get the catch. No.
It's incomplete.
Yep.
I think Jordan knows he dropped it.
Intended for Jordan Harris, pass incomplete. Be second down, 2nd and 10.
Low throw there, 2nd and 10 now. Trips up to the top of your screen there.
Now, I thought we might see that with the ball here into the hash, into the boundary.
There it is, another good ball. Cal Welker. Have yourself a game, Cal. Oh, and he's down.
Come on, Cal. That was a good lick.
It is
maybe he knocked the breath out. That's.
Seen that a couple times. Hope he's okay. What a first half he's had, Cal Welker.
Absolutely. Best game of the season. Yeah, good.
It's good, yep. For Cal, he's up walking on his own. But a big first down pickup there. First down Chargers inside Plainview territory from the 46-yard line. So trips to the field again. Pass back to pass, quick throw there to Jordan. He's getting, there you go, get out of bounds, gain of about 7 or 8 there.
Gets it to 23 seconds here. Second down on the Plainview 38-yard line.
Yep, so it looks like we're going to get 2nd and 8 now. Or 2nd and 2, excuse me, 8 yards.
Again, trips to the top here.
Sticking with it. Pass pressured. Deep ball there. One-on-one, Jordan Harris.
Gotta call it.
Golly, yeah, there it is, yep. Yeah, he was.
But hey, you know, that's a good job by the kid. Otherwise, it's a touchdown. So it's not the pros. It's just a 15-yard mark-off. So 15 seconds left. That is the play. Great ball there by Andy.
Yeah. Yes,
Great
I was going to
ball.
say, it's not going to realize it because it was dropped, but that was an incredible pass.
Right on the money there. Your halftime entertainment's arrived. Carson Beam and Gray Ferguson in the house. They will take you through the half, and I don't know what they got planned. You never know with those two guys. Two of our great seniors, Chargers, and of tennis and baseball acclaim, Gray and Carson. 15-yard penalty is going to put it at the 23-yard line here with 15 ticks left, Max, in the half.
Chargers still have both timeouts that they have in their back pocket.
That's right.
They will use.
Watch out for a quarter. Not enough time, I thought. Oh,
There
what a
it
ball.
is, yes.
What a ball.
I guess
yeah,
they
Boston
stepped
out
Yeah.
at about the 9-yard line.
But yes, as you said, a really good ball there, delivered there from Bass.
So 1, maybe 2 snaps left here. The 9-yard line. Can't take too long here if you're Andy, right?
Right.
See what, I'm sure Brett has something ready for this. Timeout, Plainview, last one. This is right up there, longest halves we've had in all year.
Yeah, we're going on about an hour and a half now, 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's an NFL one.
Yeah.
Well, not even NFL.
What would you, my former coach here, what's kind of in your head here with
Well, I
maybe
think
two plays?
it's a catch and throw with if they're going to go out of that bunch, you know, kind of maybe a pick type play to the pylon, to the front pylon on out route. So that's a quick throw and catch. You don't want a 5-step action here at all.
Right.
Will be a catch and a quick read. And you know, Coach Bogert, he's expert at handling all this. He'll have something for us.
Here we go.
I was thinking if Jordan single coverage a minute ago, but let me see how the alignment is on him. It's crowded to throw the slant in here on the 9-yard line. Jordan is down here by himself to the bottom. Looks like that same bunch.
Yep.
Carter, Boston, and Rashad. Trips bunch to the top. Jordan by himself here. See what we hear. And there goes Boston to the pylon, but out. Oh!
3 seconds left. As
see what Coach has in
yeah.
mind. See, we want to try a field goal or go for it. This is the last play.
So that's where my question was.
Yeah,
was
I thought he'd take
yeah. So there we go. Timeout. Use it or lose it, pretty much. You got one more still.
We see. He may decide to throw the field goal team out there. I don't know, but
you are up 21, and I can guarantee that Coach Booger has a fake in his pocket.
Yeah, I think if you want to run a play, you run a play.
Right.
You don't risk it. Not to say that they'll do it, but I would think the highest percentage to score is conventionally here.
You would not put it against Coach Booger.
No, but they're saving that for later. They're not going to give out a fake field goal tonight, I don't imagine. Yeah. Traditional trips now, the same threesome, Boston, Carter, and Rashad to the top, yep. Jordan Harris to the bottom here.
Last play of the half here. You can take your time. You're not worrying about the next
music,
play.
Please, Plainview. There we go.
There we go.
Motion by Boston.
So go Bass going to roll out to his left. He looking for him. Still much time.
Got him.
Has him.
Got him.
Touchdown, Jordan Harris. The patience there from Andy Bass. Look back over to his right.
Man, what a backbreaker. Get a little reprieve with the kickoff return to keep you alive, and then 44-second touchdown drive there to score on the last play from scrimmage for the half. Just keep working, and that's tough. I mean, that's not tough. It's impossible for that Plainview kid to get blame on that. He's rolling to his left, and he's got him in man and decent coverage, and he comes back and he just breaks it to the side. No way.
When the play takes that long, it is hard to cover a man one-on-one for that long.
You just can't sack him. Mm-hmm. Kick is up and good, and that's the half. Chargers 42, Plainview Indians 14 here. Great half by the Chargers. Your halftime entertainment will be up next after this break with Gray Ferguson and Carson Bean coming up.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Welcome, everybody, back to the halftime show from Plainview, Oklahoma. Gray Ferguson here with Carson Beam. Carson, what do you think so far?
I think that it's been a little closer than we thought it was going to be, and when it's 42-14, it's kind of a good thing. It says a lot about the program. Mm-hmm. But, looking ahead to these next couple of weeks, I think we got caught up a little bit in some things, and I think we're going to have a strong second half and put them away real quick. So. But, 42-14 still a very good sign. I think Plainview's a little tougher than we expected.
For sure.
I think it's going to be a good second half for our boys.
Yeah, the boys came out a little slow in that first half. We got ahead early on first play. Yep. Pass. Handed it off to Barrett Travis. Tossed back to Andy Bass. Andy Bass down to Rashad Smith for the touchdown. But, thing is with Plainview, they came out hitting this today. You can hear it from the stands. Every single one of their guys. They hit hard. They run hard. They are a very solid team.
Yeah, 23 and number 21 for them. Shepard Sizemore, number 23, and 21 Blake Stewart have been their guys this game. And those guys have been hitting hard across the middle, and they've been producing all their offense as well. Yeah. 23 also with the huge 99, probably around 99-yard kick return to the house.
Yep.
They're a pretty tough team, and I think that, that record being 4-3 might have to do with some of the toughness of our district rather than the lack of their skill.
I mean, number 23, Shepard Sizemore, that's a name that we've heard hundreds of times tonight. I mean, especially on that defensive side. I mean, we've heard his name a ton. I mean, he's in on every tackle. I mean, he's lighting people up. I mean, and then like you said, that he plays both sides of the ball, and he does a phenomenal job at both of those. But on the Heritage Hall side, I mean, everyone looks to be having a pretty good game.
You know, a lot of touchdowns, 6 touchdowns in the first half, always a good sign.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that has continued to be a problem is kind of those penalties and special teams. We know we had that huge special teams play, recovery by Klein Reuter, give us great field position inside the 20. But other than that, the special teams have continued to struggle. You know, blocked extra point. You know, failed 2-point conversions, multiple of them. You know, the 99-yard kick return to the house. You know, things that can't happen. That's been a problem all season. We got to shore that up pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, I think special teams has been an issue. Not only this game, a little bit throughout the whole season, but I mean, I'm not worried in our coaching staff. They'll get our guys good, but I mean, it's kind of on both sides of the ball on special teams. I mean, it's that kickoff, trying to maintain Sizemore, and then it's also been on the extra points. But, I mean, I'm not worried with our guys. I mean, 42-14, coaches are probably, I'd say, pretty happy at half. You never know. But they might be a little upset with a little bit of a rocky start. But so far, Chargers have looked pretty good tonight against a pretty solid Plainview team.
Well, you don't get the record Brett Bogert's had without being unhappy with this performance in the first half. You know, it's not sunshines and rainbows in the locker room right now. It's,
for sure.
There's some guys getting chewed up pretty good in there right now, and I can guarantee you that. But that's why we have the success that we do. You know, like, you know, Andy, second interception of the season, you know, it's still like 12.5 to 1 interception ratio on the season, which is just unreal. But, you know, that's something that's very uncharacteristic of him, and, you know, gave them some momentum, but we took it right back, and that was a good sign for our boys.
Well, and something, I mean, with Andy Bass being that great of an athlete, he strives for greatness. So I know that interception is not going to sit well with him. So I bet you this second half he comes out and he's going to be firing away because, I mean, he came over, as soon as he threw that interception, he came over and got the iPad immediately. Was looking at what did I do wrong, what could I do better. But that's the thing with Andy Bass. I mean, he always strives for perfection and strives for greatness, and that's what makes him such a great athlete and player.
Yeah, and that's one of the mottos of the team. All these coaches try to get these guys to pursue perfection, and, you know, we have a lot of these tools that a lot of other teams don't have. Be able to come over, have 3 iPads at the sideline, be able to look at your replay and understand, you know, like, these guys know their stuff, and if you were to sit down and talk with any of these guys, you know, any position, and talk to them and just try and talk to them, gain what they know about the game, and when they're able to look at the iPad and what they're able to discern about their own plays, it's unheard of, and it's give us a real leg up in the competition compared to all these other teams. So you know, that's one thing that we kind of have over everybody else.
Yeah, one thing that didn't look so good. Number 54, Eddie Johnston. I mean, he went down with a tough injury. I mean, that kid, he's tough as nails. I mean, he rolls his ankle, he's fine, but I mean, he went down quick. Put on crutches, no weight, put on his. It looked more like his left ankle. No weight put on it in the locker room. But number 62, David Griffin has stepped up big time.
You know, we've done a great job all season of getting these guys to come in and replace well and fill well, and David Griffin's been doing a great job of that tonight. But like you said, when Eddie Johnson is one of the toughest guys I know,
for sure.
And when he's down like that on the field, you know, it's probably, I hate to speculate, but it's probably something a little bit more serious because that kid, if it's something minor, he's not coming out of the game. He loves the game, and he loves his job, and he loves you know, battling for his teammates, and he never let them down. So you know, when you hate to see it, but you know, when he has that reaction, it's not a great sign. But the greatest sign of all was seeing David Griffin come in and fill that spot so well.
Well, and I mean, we've talked in the past when we've been up a big amount on teams, you know, get those guys in for more reps. I mean, that's when it pays off. That's when you see that. I mean, David Griffin went in, first play, great block. I mean, that's when getting that repetition in, practice and practicing in those games, in those late third and fourth quarters when we're up a good amount, that's when that really pays off.
Well, you know, a bunch of other schools, when, you know, they get a backup in, you know, those guys haven't played haven't hardly played any snaps, and David Griffin's played hundreds of snaps this year.
For sure.
You know, and that because we get up so big on these guys, and that's just a great testament to what type of program we're running over here.
Yeah.
You know, another thing, other guys out. Callahan Lowry injured last week. You hate to see it. It's a tough break for him, but you know he's trying to get better, get back as soon as possible. And then a late scratch today, Bladen Vogel went home sick today at school, out for the game. Ben Showalter, number 42, filling in his spot. Ben, another note, Ben is 4th on the team in tackles currently.
There we go.
29 total, 11 solo, adding to that total tonight. So good to see Ben out there putting in some work, and just another testament to, next guy up mentality that we have and our ability to execute it.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Bladen, I mean, saw him this morning, first hour, said he didn't feel good, said he was heading to the urgent care. And, I mean, that's the thing, like, with these guys, when we get so many reps, I mean, Ben stepped in. Going into today, he had no idea that he was going to be starting linebacker for Bladen. He goes in, does a phenomenal job, has racked up a good amount of tackles too.
Yep. Ben found out second hour in our study hall that he was starting. He was pumped up about it. Great to see him out there playing well. Another thing to talk about, we got some career record watches today. Andy Bass is close. He was 4 behind Will Pake for number 4 career passing touchdowns today. I don't know if he's got 4 or not yet. Pretty close, if not already there. So that moved him in the 4th place. And that would put him another probably 14 behind Brett Bogert for 3rd. He definitely has more than 111 passing yards tonight, which moves him into 6th place. And if he eclipses 183, that'll move him into 5th place career passing yards with over 700 passing yards, and that is a great feat for Andy Bass, and he's liable to shoot up those records even way more throughout the season.
Yeah, I mean, Andy, he's not trying to, but I mean, he could break so many records this year. I mean, when you have a guy that can throw the ball like he can and yet has the speed, I mean, he's the fastest kid at Heritage Hall.
Right.
I mean, and yet he can sling the ball. I mean, he's just a phenomenal athlete, and the Sooners will definitely be glad to get him because you can put him just about any position.
Right. Well, some scores from across the state right now. We got Marlow and Sulphur next to opponents, number 3 and I believe 6 in the state. Marlow is up 13-7 on Sulphur right now in the late 3rd quarter. You can interpret the score of that game in several different ways. But, the way I see it, that means, those teams are pretty even matched, and it's going to be and Sulphur just scored another touchdown to take the lead, 14-13.
Yep. So that's gonna be a close game. I mean, our boys have been talking about both those games. I think that's maybe why we got off to a little bit of a slow start, kind of just looking ahead. But I mean, both those games against Sulphur, homecoming, going to be a huge crowd, and then I mean, you have Marlow next week, senior night.
Yep. 2 big games coming up against Marlow and Sulphur, 3 and 6 in the state. Playing a really even matchup right now. Having the 1, 3 and 6 and all 3A in your district. It's not supposed to work out like that, but it shook out like that for us. I actually heard someone talking today at school, someone not associated with the football program, but saying, why would we schedule those teams for our homecoming senior night? We want to schedule teams that we can, we can beat out pretty good. And, I think our coaches just have that confidence that even though those teams are tough, we're tougher.
Well, and it's nice to see. I mean, we started off, we went Millwood, Clinton. It's nice to see those good teams in the home stretch. It shows us if we're ready or not, which I definitely think we are for the playoffs. But it's nice to play those good teams to where we can see them. Yeah,
it's a good tune-up for the playoffs. These past couple weeks with Dixon and Douglas, the boys have had a lighter week, and that might have had something to do with it today of coming out a little lethargic. But like you said, you gotta get ready for the playoffs. I mean, Lincoln Christian is up 49-0 and number 7 Stigler right now, and that's a dominant performance. So something to keep an eye on the way the bracket's lined up this year. We won't face them in the semis; we'll face them in state if we hopefully make it there. And that's probably who's going to come off the other side if I'm willing to venture a guess. So, we got to get ready for those guys. Like we said, maybe that's what's got us in a little trouble today. I was looking too far ahead, so maybe we got to keep that, one game at a time mentality.
For sure.
That's definitely in the back of some of these guys' minds. Hang around them a lot, know a lot of them, and I mean, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't in the back of their mind a little bit.
Well, and I think when we play, if we get the opportunity to play Lincoln, I mean, they're going to come fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, last year, you know, they had that disappointing loss in the semis, I believe.
To Metro.
And so, you know, I mean, they'll come firing like always, but it'll mean a little more to them.
Yep.
They're a very dominant team. I mean, they have been for, the past 5-6 years.
Yep.
I mean, they've been a very, very talented team, and I think that'll bring a little more fire to them after losing the semis. So 49-0 against number 7 Stigler, who's 4-1.
Yeah.
I mean, that's very impressive.
It's a very good win for them. You know, it's going to be a little tougher playoff run this year for our boys. But,
sure.
You know, I think they got in the bag for sure.
Yeah.
A couple other career achievements to note of. Jordan Harris has eclipsed 1,000 career receiving yards last week against Dixon, and he's only adding to his total tonight. Rashad Smith has scored a touchdown every game, and that did not stop tonight.
Nope.
He has found the end zone multiple times tonight, and it's great for him. And if we stick this out like I think we will, tonight will be our 71st straight district win all the way back to 2013.
It's awesome. I mean, that's why people come to Heritage Hall. I mean,
Yeah.
when you've got that dynasty of a team with Coach Bogert,
Yep.
I mean, that's both Bogerts being the head coach.
Yep.
I mean, you have Andy Bogert, who's now in the box for us, and Brett was the assistant at that time, and now you have Brett as the head coach. I mean, it's just you can see why people want to come play for us because we're a winning program.
Yep.
And, I mean, like, even though we started out, like tonight, we started out a little slow, but, I mean, we got it together, and we're up 42-14 at halftime.
Yep. It's been an all-around great performance for the guys tonight, and we hope they keep continuing it in the second half.
Yeah.
What would you like to see them improve on the second half coming out?
You know, offensive-wise, I would say just come out a little faster. They did last time, but I'd like to see us execute on the little things.
Yep.
There were a ton of flags, both sides, Plainview and Heritage in that first quarter, even the second quarter. But I think just coming out and executing in this third quarter would be a big thing. And also special teams.
Yep.
I mean, they've looked pretty good tonight. Couple 2-point conversions that we haven't gotten. But, I mean, I doubt we go for 2, but just getting clean snap and holds. Walker Nelson's done a great job tonight.
Yep.
I'd say just a little more execution and just cleaning up the flaws just a little bit.
I like that. I like that a lot. You know, Sulphur next week, 5-2 record. Don't let that deceive you. They beat Lone Grove 41-0.
Yeah, they're good.
They're a very tough team. Consensus from the boys is that they're actually a little bit more worried about Sulphur than Marlow just based on style of play. You know, which is they're worried about Sulphur more because, you know, Sulphur's a little bit more downhill running team. But, you know, what I've seen tonight is they've been stopping the run really well, which is good to see because that's not been our motive in the past. It's not what we've been good at in the past for the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But we are giving a little bit more up in the passing game tonight.
Yeah.
And, you know, I really do think, just based off watching this game, if Plainview were to have passed the ball more, they would have had a little bit more success.
For sure.
But they kept trying to run the ball, and it just wasn't working.
Yeah.
So, you know, even though we haven't been exposed to that tonight, you know, I think if Plainview had the coaching staff that we had, I think it's been a little bit of mismanagement on their part.
Yeah, you've seen a couple delay games.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple times where they're not getting the play across from the coach to the player in time, having to call timeouts.
Right.
I mean, I agree with you. But I think a good thing that we do that I wouldn't say a ton of other teams do is on kickoff and kick return.
Yeah.
I don't remember doing this in the past, but we're getting a lot of the younger guys in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're giving Cal Welker a break. We're giving Jordan. I mean, on in the first quarter, Walker Waddell.
Yeah.
I mean, phenomenal tackle. We're getting those young guys in, and they're playing, which, again, leads to the experience.
Yeah. Those guys have been making tackles out there. Also, you know, you have a couple busts on that, you know, the roughing the punter as well.
Yep.
You know, which is a lack of an experience. But those guys have to gain that experience.
Yeah.
And nights like tonight where it's not very close are important for that. So, you know, you like to see it. There's a few hiccups here and there. The younger guys on kickoff, it's good for their experience, but it also might be a little bit where, you know, they're getting some of those laps on special teams are because of that. But that's, you know, at this point in the season, we have that to spare going down the road.
Yep.
We'll have to see.
Well, and I think, I mean, the boys have talked about, like we said, I mean, Sulphur and Marlowe are the two best teams in our district.
Right.
And we're playing them second to last game, homecoming, senior night.
Yeah.
The thing that I think that'll give us the advantage is, for homecoming, everyone comes back.
Yeah.
It'll be a packed stadium. Now, there's a chance of rain. We're going to hope that rain stays away.
Yeah.
But, I think our stands will be full.
Yeah.
And, like, tonight, took us about 2 hours to get here.
Yep.
Our side of the stands is, I'd say it's a good turnout.
Yeah, we've had a pretty good turnout for the distance that it was tonight. The next 2 weeks, I'm expecting a very packed out Pop Murray Stadium.
For sure. Yep.
Which is going to give us that home field advantage.
Yep.
And it's going to be a very strong home field advantage, I do believe.
Yeah.
So that advantage, going in is really going to help us against the two tougher teams in our district, and I think we will be able to take care of business.
Second half, what would you like to see from the Charger defense?
Charger defense. I'd like to shore up a little bit of that in the passing game. They've been having to rotate guys in and out.
Yep.
A little bust, miscommunications with the coaches at points. So I'd like to get that taken care of if we can.
For sure.
It's just giving up the big play has been our deal kind of all year.
For sure.
Teams aren't really sustaining drives on us.
Yeah.
It's just we're liable to some big plays in the back end, and that's what's been eating at us, and I predicted would be eating at us from the start of the season, and I'd like to get that short up a little bit going into the next 2 weeks, being really tough. First round of playoffs will be relatively tough, but not as tough based off our district alignment. But then after that, 5 out of the next 6 games are going to be really tough games for the Chargers, and we gotta shore those big plays up because some of these better teams might be able to sustain a little bit more drives, and then you add on those big plays.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think if you're Plainview, we've been all over the run.
Right.
Down 42-14 half. Yeah. You might come out and just air the ball. Try to air the ball out,
Might as well try, and also, it'd give them the chance to develop a part of their game that it seems like they're not very comfortable with, even though it has been working tonight. They're a predominantly run team. That's what we got them scouted as. That's what the team has them scouted as. So, but maybe they should try and air it out, get a little bit more diversity of their game because they head into playoffs because they'll probably finish up as the 4th seed in our district and get a bid to the playoffs. Might sneak in there between them and Lone Grove for that 4 spot.
Yep.
That's just in the first quarter we did a good job, or Plainview did a really good job, and it's probably what a lot of teams are going to try and mimic in the weeks moving forward, is that they held the ball for a very long time and limited our time of possession and held us down to lower points. Second quarter, that completely went out the window and the points started flying all over the board.
Yeah.
So if that's what we got to be able to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, the Plainview team is heading back on the field. Looks like Chargers still in the locker room. You got about 30 seconds left till they do the little 2-minute timer. Here come the Chargers. Plainview's getting warmed up. That'll do it for us this week in Plainview. We'll see you next week at home against Sulphur. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Dead People Stuff grew out of our love of historic preservation and architectural salvage of building materials.
Whether you're looking for doors, light fixtures, hardware, reclaimed lumber, statues, plants, or home decor, Dead People Stuff is the perfect piece for your next project.
And the Dead People Stuff family is growing.
Come check out our 40,000 square foot compound featuring a brewery, barbecue, tattoo shop, barber shop, and a cat cafe. We pay you cash to haul off your trash.
Help us save history one piece at a time.
Welcome back, Charger fans. Just about getting ready for the start of the second half here. Teams are going to go ahead and get a little warm-up going on, but thank you. But we're back now. Chargers up 42-14. What did you see in the first half?
Well, I safe to say, we flea flicker, but I don't know, maybe we weren't at as good as I've seen, and then we got better as the half went. I mean, you're going to have ebbs and flows in the season, and like we talked about at the outset of the telecast, these kids know what's coming, and they know that this team, that we're going to win this game, and I don't, that's just normal. That's one of the things that Brett and this staff do as well as anybody that I've seen, and that is when deep, you can't fool kids. You show them film all week, and they go at lunchtime and watch film, and they're looking at film of this team and saying, you can't beat us. But what our coaches do such a great job of is, like I heard Coach say it at the end of the Dixon game, we're not playing necessarily an opponent. We're playing to a standard, and that's Heritage Hall football. And that's out of our last 115 games, we've won 108 of them. So there's one goal here by this program, and they do a great job of saying, yeah, there's one goal, and that's to play in Week 14. And we're on our way to getting that started. We got 2 more huge ball games, though, and I think these guys are really excited to know that the 2 best teams in our district are coming up.
Right.
And like you said, I get it, and this is probably, that's what great teams can do to you. Plainview, with a couple of untimely mistakes, but played good physical, hard effort football, and you look up the scoreboard and they're like, dang, 42-14. And that's what happens when you play number 1. You might play decent, but you've got to play flawlessly, and they did not.
Right.
And so unfortunately, they're sitting, looking at a tall order here with 2 quarters left to play at almost 9 o'clock. And I'm sure our guys are ready to. I'm sure that you're going to see the first kids here for a couple of series, at least, and because that offense is good enough with the physical nature of that back, to move the ball. If he against our younger kids, they moved it on our first team. So, again, this is a really good program, good tradition here. Like I said, Coach Price, Joe Price, is in his 8th season, and he's 68-27. That's a very respectable record. It's not logical or fair to compare it to Coach Bogert and what we're doing here, but that's 700 winning percentage, and that's pretty good. Like I said, the big game going on it's already in the 4th quarter. We haven't started our 3rd. In the 4th quarter at Sulphur, it's 14 for the Bulldogs and 13 for the Marlowe Outlaws in a really big game. Of course, like we've said, we play Sulphur next week at home for homecoming. For all you alumni, let's go. Want to see you this coming next Friday at Pop Murray Field, homecoming. A little later than usual this year.
Say a late homecoming.
Yeah, and it's never. We're not trying. It's just when it worked out. There's so many things that go on in athletic, other sports that don't fit, and some reasons why we moved it to this year. But I'm kind of excited. A lot of times homecoming is hot. It's not going to be, so that'll be great. And so hope to see a lot of our old friends come back and enjoy homecoming. And as we play the Sulphur Bulldogs, it ought to be fun. Really, another really proud program. Next couple of people we play, Sulphur and Marlowe, are, have always played great football,
right?
Historically, and Coach Matt Weber, brother of Jody, was a good friend of mine and did such a great job at Davis all those years. And in 2021, they were state champs in 2A, and they bumped to 3A. And I think Matt and those guys went 7-4 last year in their first year up in 3A, and now they're 7-0 in a dogfight with the Bulldogs over at Sulphur. So see how that game plays out, and either way, we'll play in a good Sulphur team next Friday for homecoming.
Here we go, just about underway now. Yeah, Bo Butler on to kick off for the Chargers. And we're off.
Good high kick
Great
by
kick.
Bo to the 1.
Sizemore.
Klein.
Great tackle, yeah.
Klein Reuter. No easy task there. Arguably the best player. What I would say, what I've seen tonight is that young man. Great stick by Klein Reuter right there.
Yes.
He got up a little slowly, did that young man.
Yeah, great tackle there from Klein. He's been good on the punt special teams. Or kickoff, excuse me.
Yeah, that's the first unit out there for sure. Play action.
There you go. Flowers gonna.
Oh,
That's a
fumble.
ball.
That's
That's a ball. Nope.
Oh my gosh! They said incomplete. What? Did I not? Okay. I looked to me like he was gonna throw it and then tried to tuck it back down and dropped it. Tough break there for the Chargers. 2nd and 10 for the Indians. No urgency right off the bat here for the Indians. Down by 28.
Stewart in the backfield with Flowers. The give to Stewart right up the middle. Uh-oh. Stewart breaks free. Catch him. Yeah, wow. Gerard Williams, speed. Catches Blake Stewart there to save a touchdown.
Yep, great effort by Gerard. Wow.
Yeah.
So going to be 1st and goal for the Indians from the 10-yard line.
It's all 10 to go now. Stewart, he's broken free a few times.
Ball to Heritage Hall 10-yard line, a big first down.
Be a good score for the Indians to start off the half, especially after that crazy end of the first half. There we go, power.
I mean, I'm sorry. You got this. I don't understand that at all. But they tried it. Stewart back in the ball game.
So that was Devin Anderson. Yeah, number 25 there. Got yeah. Oh, no. Nice, they gave him about one there, maybe half a yard. There you go, give it to Stewart again, and he is going to push his way to about the two.
Yeah.
Nice run by number 21, Blake Stewart. Finally brought down about the 2.5.
Third goal now.
The 3rd goal.
The Charger defense can't stand tall here. Get a good red zone stand. We go back in that power look. Give to Stewart again. He's going to bounce into the end zone. Touchdown. And late flag there.
We have a flag on the play.
Touchdown is good, right.
Touchdown, Plainview.
Yeah. I think he might have spiked it or kind of. I think he maybe was talking a little bit there to Gerard as he ran into the end zone. So they'll be kicking off from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to take it on the kickoff.
Yeah, why did I need to take 5 minutes to explain that to us? You're talking about some of our guys. You talked about Gavin, Chargers playing beyond the high school level. Billy Ross is wrapping up a great career at Emporia State. He's got 442 yards rushing with 5 touchdowns, 13 catches this year. They play Central Missouri tomorrow Philip Smitherman. He's got 12 tackles this year for the Crimson up in Cambridge playing for Harvard. Big game. They play Princeton tomorrow on ESPN+. Big Will Dunn playing for South Dakota as a junior, up to 6'3", 300-pound defensive tackle. Still playing, and they play Indiana State tomorrow. Big Mel, Melvin Swindle, playing for Eastern Michigan. I watched them a little bit the other night, saw Melvin. He's got 15 tackles this year. You know, that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're playing defensive tackle, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Mel's in the rotation there for Eastern Michigan, and good player. Robert Embro has no stats this year, but he's most important thing is he's on the great Air Force team that's undefeated. Had a great win at Wyoming, and then they will be playing at Navy. That'll be always a tough one on CBS Sports Network tomorrow. Jaden Williams still playing at Missouri Western State. Has 18 carries this year for 57 yards and a touchdown. Way to go, Jay. As we mentioned, Gavin, the starting punt returner, and plays a lot of slot for the Sooners in their big game versus UCF tomorrow, 11 on ABC. Gavin Wilson still playing for the Broncos up at UCO. River Faulkner and Cooper Cookson are suiting for the Oklahoma Sooners. I know I saw River a few weeks ago, and I look for those guys tomorrow, suiting up for the Sooners. And of course, the aforementioned Ori Walker walked on at Oklahoma State, and current practice player of the week for the Cowboys. That's going to go right to Jordan at the 25.
See what Jordan can do with it. Gonna hit the sideline.
There we go.
Flag.
It's coming back.
He was hit about the 50.
He's starting off like the first quarter.
No.
Another conference from the officials. Personal foul on the Chargers, so there goes the 15 we gained on the 15 they got.
This looks like Bass will take over on the 36-yard line. Yep, first string offense out there too. Barrett Chivas back there to Bass's right.
Let the official let us play. Let's go, man. Jeez.
Throw going deep. Bass
trying for Fuller.
Got him. Boston Fuller got him down at the 2.
He's a touchdown. He rolled right over his body into the end zone, but we're not going to get that. But what a throw and catch. What a beauty. Good for Boston.
Yeah.
Working his tail off, and he's just misconnecting on a few. Got a couple catches on a couple long ones tonight, but boy, that was a ball right there and a catch. What a beautiful play right there by the Chargers.
Sporting some TU Golden Hurricane gloves there.
Yeah. What's the flag? Roughing the passer? I think Whitehat keeps forgetting his flag. Quit throwing it so much, right?
I guess so, right? So yeah, down at the 1. First play on offense for the Chargers. Bomb there.
Yeah, that was a beauty.
And yeah, the keeper to Bass. And yeah, that's almost a sure thing.
Indefensible there. Chargers answer right back with a lightning strike score.
Right.
2 plays. So Cal Welker step in to attempt the extra point. Busy night for Cal.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing your kicker's busy.
Yeah, that's right. Only team you don't want to get a lot of reps is kickoff return.
Right. The ideal scenario is 1.
Had a personnel deal here, 5-4-3.
Dinosaur
got it off. Good job by Walker Nelson. They called it that time, I think, the jumping over the deal. But another flag. But good job by Walker getting that. A little bit of a high bobbled snap down there and got it down. More conferencing. Let's go ahead and make the call. Yeah, I jump it over. I don't know what exactly, but personal foul on the. Charger cheerleaders staying busy tonight.
Well, Coach Boger accepted the penalty and is going to take the half a distance to the goal, go for 2.
Well, I think he's probably getting a little irritated with some of that kind of thing tonight.
Pass out to his right, throws, he's got him.
Rashad on the 2-point conversion put the Chargers at an even 50 here with 9:20 to go in the third quarter. We're on pace for some points, Max.
Yeah. 50 again. Chargers been at 50.
Well, they average 52.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I would say have they even not reached 50 in a game? I don't believe so.
What was
Millwood 47.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, they had 3 less points.
Yeah, 50 on the number against Clinton.
Yep. 55, 54. Oh, 42, Paul's Valley. I didn't even see that one.
We called that off early. Big shout out to sponsor Hanson Aesthetics, OKC's leading medical spa, offering beauty your way with all the latest non-surgical aesthetic treatments. Visit them at beautyyourwayok.com to schedule your appointment today.
Charger Division would like to thank Hayes Legal Solutions for their support. HLS primarily handles high net worth divorces, real estate, renewable energy, lease negotiations, and estate planning. Located conveniently in Galardia Parkway, give them a call at 405-635-5578.
So, kickoff team out there.
Yeah.
That's the team you want to get a lot of reps, like you said, and they are getting their normal run in. It's fun to be on the kickoff team if you play for Chargers.
Bo Butler, good kick again.
Right to the 3.
Yep. Sizemore, who has 1 kickoff return already today, is going to take this one out to about the 28.
Gerard on the tackle there. Nice play there. Gerard, sky's the limit for that young man. Just a sophomore. Feels like he's been playing forever, and he's only a sophomore.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
Go back to the UCO crazy state title game, and Gerard had a couple of unbelievable touchdown-saving tackles all by himself against the best receiver for Metro, and really, as a freshman, played outstanding in that crazy shootout for the state title last year.
Yeah, an unbelievable game that was.
Plainview back at it.
They give to Stewart, and he's had a hole again there. He's tripped up. Not before he gets the first down, and a good gain of about 13.
Good pickup.
Fresh set it down, thrown 40 for Plainview. There it is again, not going anywhere that time.
See.
Looked like Charlie was in there.
Yeah. Graham Murphy at the bottom got down low early on that one.
Yeah.
Several Chargers obviously in on the stop. Great job, no gain there.
Second and 10 still.
I mean, it's such a dangerous game playing the Chargers because you're down and you want to hurry and go play and go fast, but they haven't stopped us at all. We had the one punt because of a penalty, and
yeah,
so you're not dying to give the ball back to us. There's a turn and toss.
Quick sweep to their back, to their backup, and that went nowhere. Flag on the play again.
Chargers, I think it's what we think will be declining that.
Seemed like a pretty straightforward call there. Little discussion. Yep.
Well, that was not marked where I thought it was going to be, so they may take it. Yeah, they're going to mark it. That's right. Brett, I think Coach Bogert's a little miffed at the spot. I think he would rather decline that, but they gave him a spot all the way back to almost to the original line of scrimmage. So go ahead and mark it off. Going to bring up second and a long 20-21 here.
Yep. Like we said earlier, you don't want to be behind the sticks against this group. It happens a lot. I thought Stewart moved early, but
yeah, good call.
There you go. Flowers rolls out, hits his man.
Yep, we lost him there, and guys, I think might have got caught peeking in the backfield on the nice mechanics and play pass action by the quarterback for the Indians there.
Yeah, Ryan Crawford there holding the reception. First time we've said his name today.
Flag, another flag. Yeah, you know, that is hard on line. We had that call on us earlier tonight. They're obviously watching it very closely, but you know, that's a long developing play, big time play action, and sprinting right, and linemen, you know, they can't know when it's gone. You got to know to stay in the box there.
Right.
Tough call.
So second and an eternity now.
You know, when Kansas State, the current K-State offense coordinator Colin Klein would run that stuff at K-State. It's so
yeah, they would.
They would, and really pushing the limits, and every defensive coordinator went crazy because if you don't call it and your kids read the guy downfield, they're going to play run, and then they come up and there's kids running wide open. And I think I saw Mike Stoops' head turn all the way around one time playing the Sooners, and they didn't call it, and he was out past the numbers. Here we go.
Another flag. Hits his man. That's Hobbs. For a first down.
Good tackle by Carter counts. Or yes, Carter. I think somebody might have gone a little early, or that receiver was covered that went downfield. Illegal shift. Yeah, they were. They were. I think two men moving at the snap.
Yeah.
Tough.
Oh boy.
Tough mistakes by the Indians here.
Yeah, because that was a first down there too.
Boston Fuller in at corner has been kind of a lot of faces at corner tonight. It's interesting that Gerard is not out there. Hope he's okay. Sprint wide again.
Oh, almost intercepted.
Carter counts with the great breakup and almost had one in his hip pocket for the pick. Incomplete, however, brings up third and about 30. At 50-21, there's not much in the playbook on 3rd and 30. You know, their best play is giving it to 21, right?
Yeah. That's how they scored in their last drive. Set it up. So Flowers going to pass
screen
there.
Screen,
yeah.
Get it to 21.
Good call. Uh-oh.
Whoa. They picked it up. Third and 30.
It's hard to bring down.
Get it to 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe that would be something they'd have. Hadn't seen it yet. We, haven't seen a lot of screens in our defensive linemen. And I'm sure Coach Freeman's saying we've got to read that a little quicker as D linemen. They're not letting you go getting the free get off that easily unless they want to.
Right. First down for Sulphur. I mean, I just had him in my head.
Yeah, we have throw for Marlowe in the head, and there's one guy that he's not going to get away from is 55, Xavier Freeman, who put him on the ground right there.
I say Sulphur.
Along with Ben Showalter.
I say Sulphur because that's final already. We're midway through the third quarter, but 14-13 final Sulphur. So next week that'll be for the district title, Sulphur and Heritage.
Well, and then of course we still got to play Marlowe. But
right.
So Marlowe's thinking, and then we get to a tie, if that could happen. But one way to guarantee no tie, win them both.
Yeah.
And since Brett Bogert as a head coach has never lost a district game, I'm gonna lay money on the Chargers. He wasn't set. Good
Flowers roll again.
Yeah.
He's gonna keep it.
Yeah, good run.
Good yardage.
Great fake. I mean, he's really got good ball skills back there. Picked up what?
About 13 or so. It was enough for a first down.
20-yard line going in for the Indians. Their second successful drive of the half. I don't know why that guy is not. Chargers timeout.
We'll regroup here.
I think we might have what you might call a do-better talk from Coach Adams right here. Sure, he's not really pleased so much. I mean, defense has given up 14 points. Well, other score, of course, the kickoff return, but they have moved the ball successfully most of the evening.
Yes, they have.
And, you can't shut everybody out and hold them to 50 yards. That's not realistic. And these guys are fully motivated tonight. They know what's at stake. And it's sometimes hard to play with a big lead like this with a team that's still very, very interested, who's reasonably talented, because you've got to keep playing. A good close-up of the Plainview huddle there. There's good-looking kids over there,
Yeah, this is a team that, now that they're in our district, they didn't used to be, and we saw them in the playoffs a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times. They're used to winning.
And even then, they had good guys.
It's good. They're good and stuff down here. They're great in track. They're great in cross country. They're great. Girls softball's good. And it's a good athletic program. And like we've mentioned a couple times, Coach Price has a 700 winning percentage here in his 8th season with the Indians. So they're used to winning.
A 700 winning percentage is a really, really good winning percentage. Coach Bogert's is something that you see like once in a millennial.
Yeah, you don't see that much.
Good fake again. Did he catch it?
Nope.
No, incomplete, no.
Great ball.
Yeah, it really was.
Impressed with the QB. That was, again, good mechanics. And it's a great scheme as they, if you notice, they flared 6 or bubbled him out, hoping to get some pause or even chasing that bubble. And then the go route on the edge there, kind of a one-man wheel. And
quarterback sells that fake.
Sold it well, and 6, throws his hands up. And good scheme there by the Indians. Just couldn't quite pull it in.
It trips the bottom of the screen there for Plainview, and the give to Stewart. Not going for much.
Barrett Travis helped trip him up at the beginning.
Got a couple there.
Yeah. See, again, Showalter in there again, playing well again. He played well at Dixon last week.
Thank you all for your generous support.
It's 3rd and 7 now for Plainview. Good drive. They've a big conversion on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
3rd and 30. You think we're going to get ready to get the ball back, and 4:20 and counting here in the 3rd quarter, and the Indians knocking on the door.
There you go. Give to Stewart. That's not going to get there.
21 senior Blake Stewart. Inside handoff. He turns forward, gain of a couple. Ball now at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, offense going to stay on the field for sure, yeah.
4th down, 4th and 5 for Plainview.
So 4th and 5 now.
Barrett in there again.
This quarter has ran by a lot quicker. Notice.
See, that's Terrence Johnson in there at free safety, it looks like.
There you go. See the Chargers stand tall here. 4th and 5. Flowers going to roll out. Great deflection there.
Good job,
yeah.
Terrence. Way to go.
Terrence saved a touchdown there. That was a really good ball again, looked like. Intended receiver there, Braden French. Seen him a couple times.
Great play just at the last second. Great job, Terrence. Tracked that down and tipped it just in time. So the Chargers do turn it over on downs. Great job there. Bend but don't break. Chargers will take over deep in their own territory with 3:27 here to go in the 3rd quarter, up 29.
So Bass in that first team O coming out again. Travis back there, Barrett Travis back there with them.
Oh,
he just
short,
missed him.
Short on that one, a little incomplete.
2nd and 10 now for the Chargers. Bass going to keep it. Bass
Good
got
job,
a blocker.
Rashad.
Yeah, great block there from Rashad. Bass makes got miss. Brought down there. That was Blake Stewart, the linebacker. Brought him down. Bass wants a horse collar, not going to get.
I think you heard it, everybody, and saw it. I mean, I don't know what has to happen. One of the things that makes it hard to call it harder, it was an obvious horse collar, but one of the things that makes it hard is Andy is so strong, he doesn't bend backwards when someone grabs him like that, so it doesn't look as egregious because he keeps running because he can bench 350 pounds and you're not going to move him.
Well, yeah, they'll
Andy,
do it.
Andy got to sell it better, right?
There you go.
What we have here. Jeez, what in the world?
Did we get?
Somebody flinched, I guess.
The defense kind of flipped, and someone might have flinched. Bring it back 5.
Yeah, that was the definition of horse collar there. Had his hand right on top, inside of his top of his shoulder pad.
Trips to the top of your screen there. Bass back to pass and another whistle. Another flag. Ball start again.
He can't. You can't have the PA talking during the play. Not giving that as an excuse for that, but
you are right.
So
1st and 20 now.
Two procedure, 1 holding. That's the difference, right?
Bass going to hit the screen to Cal again.
Good pickup.
A good tackle there. That was Hobbs with another good tackle there. Plainview.
About 5 yards. Approaching 2 minutes here to go in the 3rd. 2nd and 16 for the Chargers from the midfield. Should I say from their own 50?
Bass can roll out to his right. Looking.
Nice grab there.
That was a great catch and a really good throw.
Jordan Harris, or excuse me, Rashad Smith
yeah.
on the catch there, really nice. Low and away, went down and got it.
You know,
it's so cool. You know, Rashad hadn't played much football till last year. He played some in middle school, I think. But what an addition that guy's been the last 2 years. I mean, what an athlete. I mean, he'll tell you his first sport is hoops, but he can get it. And he, like a lot of these kids, he's realizing that I'm not 6'7", and I might be able to have something at this football thing.
Bass got Jordan Harris deep. Oh, my goodness, what a ball. Yeah. Jordan Harris in the breadbasket. Touchdown, Chargers.
Great ball from Bass right there.
Right on the money with two guys right on Jordan Harris, right on the money.
Yeah, Jordan, it was beautiful because he didn't, he shows a veteran move right there. He didn't panic because he wanted to, he looked down for a brief second to make sure he didn't run out of bounds. And he's so fast, he didn't break stride and just made sure, checked his whereabouts and make sure he didn't run to the white paint.
Good snap, good hold, almost blocked. We'll get through. Cal Walker tacks on again.
57-21, Chargers scoring at will on Plainview. And kickoff team will get some more work here with 1:49 to go in the third.
Take a look around Heritage a little more. New head coach Olivia Nixon is excited about Charger women's basketball this season. Coach has had several girls in the gym putting up extra shots after practice. The mantra this season is make it to March, and with a very athletic junior class, that's a fitting goal. The squad will be led by seniors Lainey Boardman, Nevaeh Johnson, and Reagan Kramer. Junior starters Reagan Fowler and Marley Moore are dangerous weapons on both ends of the court. This is a very experienced team with most of the juniors and seniors having played significantly over the past few seasons, but there is some great young talent in that program too. Your first look at the Chargers happens this Tuesday, 4:30, when they host the Purcell Dragons in a scrimmage at the MAC. Get out and cheer on their team this season.
Yeah, I've talked to several of the girls, and they're really enjoying the practices so far and the new regime with Coach Nixon, and wish her the best. I mean, there is some talent, and I know I've only seen her a time or two. I guess we have quite the young phenom. It's an 8th grader this year. So future's bright for girls basketball, and take over where Coach Castle left off. Parker Castle, last few years, done a great job with the girls. Bo Butler to kick it off again. We've said that a few times. Got about to the 8-yard line.
Not quite as hard that time. And ooh, blocking the back there, but doesn't matter. Rashad Smith with the tackle.
Rashad having a good ball game.
Yeah. There was a block in the back, but he kind of shoved him right into the player.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they didn't call it.
Yeah.
18-yard line where the Indians will take over. Great play, Rashad Smith there.
First and 10 Plainview, ball right at the 18-yard line.
So Plainview ball, 18-yard line, 1:43 to go. Here goes Stewart in the backfield with Flowers, and the give to Stewart. Lowers his shoulder, gets a good pickup.
Gagne body gets him on the ground, along with Xavier. Those guys are workhorses, buddy. Those guys.
Gain of 5 of the play, 2nd and 5 now for Plainview, ball at the 23-yard line.
That's a group. They've adopted the weight room for sure. A lot of these guys, I knew when they were in middle school and young freshmen, and they've like almost doubled in size. It feels like.
Yeah, unbelievable how much they put in and the good weight that they put on.
Right.
Here comes the heat. Mark's going to bring it. Of course, that's
he is hard to break
well,
down.
and that's the danger. You know, I think when you run blitz like that, and obviously there's one layer to get past, and then it's dangerous.
It's actually going to get third and very, very short. I thought he got the first down, but Stewart was in the stretch, and he's gotten a lot of touches and cramped a little bit maybe.
So 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
So they did give him the first down, actually. That's what I thought. First and 10 now. New set of downs for Plainview.
They may wind the, yeah, there you go. They may see if the Indians decide to try to run a play here, getting close to 10 seconds. Doesn't look like they are.
They are not.
We're going to take a quick break. Fourth quarter coming up. The Chargers comfortable up 57-21 here. 1 quarter left to play here in Plainview. We'll be right back.
Miller Tippins is an award-winning commercial construction company specializing in building relationships. Our mission is to improve the lives of the people we serve. Exceptional work requires an exceptional team. No matter the scale of your project, we are committed to delivering excellence from our owner-driven team with over 100 years of combined experience. Let us be your A-team. Miller Tippins, your champions of commercial construction.
Welcome back. Started quarter number 4 here from Plainview. Chargers up big, 57-21. It's first and 10, Sulphur from their own 30. 28.
This is the fourth quarter, Max.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, you know, you got to remember back to playing. I mean, these are the great days as a young man. You don't want these nights to end. So play it on. Here we go.
Flowers going to roll out. There is a good pickup there in the
flag.
flat.
Yeah.
Jet Price there. The catch on the flat. A good pickup. But there's a flag. Holding on the Indians.
You know, and I'm watching this play, and it's 57-21, and that may or may not have been holding about 15 yards away from the action. Having a lot of buddies who do this for a living and call at the college level and even high school, keep that one in your pocket. There's nothing that, you know, that didn't augment the play at all for Plainview. So 11:53 here, just starting the fourth.
There you go, first and 20 now. After a good pickup on first down, the give to Stewart. Up the middle, he's tough to bring down. Not getting much there. Gain of a couple.
Senior Blake Stewart on the carry. He takes the ball across the 20-yard line at the 21.
Second down now.
22-yard line.
Second and 17 now for the Indians.
Rhett Davis in there at that 5 technique defensive end.
There you go. They bring Hobbs in motion. They like to do that.
Some other kids in there.
Flowers going to roll out now.
Ball.
Pass. Look for it. Underthrown there.
Yeah, Gerard fell.
Bar. Yeah.
Well, the ball was so bad, they both tried to put the brakes on and come back, and Gerard slipped, and luckily that was well underthrown. Brings up 3rd and 16.
It's a hard throw, running the opposite way. Yeah.
Good point. Hard to throw against your body like that unless you're
Baker Mayfield.
Dylan Gabriel, those kind of people.
Yeah. That's one thing I always think of is just grew up watching Baker Mayfield. He was one of a kind at that kind of throw.
Good player, still playing well.
Yes, absolutely. But
all right, here we go.
3rd and 16 now. The screen again.
All right,
yes.
David, get him. Oh, doggone it. Gosh, great read by David Griffin and just couldn't quite, and you know what? That's a sophomore and a senior, and next year and certainly as a senior, he'll be heavier, and that guy will be on the ground.
Right. Actually brought up short.
Yeah, he's short.
Yeah,
4th and 2 or 1, long 1, clock running.
It'll be good for the Charger defense. Stand tall here, get physical, and get a stop. Pack in the box, and the give to Stewart. He got it, yeah.
Nice inside run, 21, senior Blake Stewart. He takes the ball.
It's a new set of downs there for the Indians. Give it to the workhorse, Blake Stewart.
A few different faces in there defensively. See if we can get everybody placed for you. Boston Fuller just came back in a corner. Carter rotating the other side and Gerard coming out. Terrence Johnson staying in there at free safety. Rhett Davis, defensive end. Oh, great job there.
Stopped up there.
My goodness.
Flag. Face mask. Gonna get a face mask there on the defense.
That's Gray Keller in there on the nose. I couldn't tell if that's 50 or 58. Yeah, that's Gray. Hillman Brown at the other defensive end there, junior. Hillman can fill out a set of pads. A good-looking kid, about 6'3", over 200 pounds.
1st and 10 now. Walker
Waddell in there, 19. Going to be a good player, just a freshman. Graham Murphy tripped him up right there before he could get going. Good job, Graham. Barrett Travis will come out. 2nd and 4 for the Indians. Good job, good tackle there by Ben Showalter.
Yep.
Great job, Ben. He's in on several plays. Yep. Just got to the stick. 8:30, approaching 8:30 here in the 4th.
Plainview on the move again. Good drive. Flowers back to pass. He's got. Oh.
Yeah, he turned, didn't return back to the ball. Going to be pass interference here on Boston Fuller. Pretty good recovery by Boston. Just didn't make a play on the ball, had his back to the action.
Yeah.
Hit him a little early.
Was an athletic turnaround there from Sizemore. He went up and turned 180.
Yeah. Tough physical matchup there for Boston. That kid's a big kid. Second time he's gone off slowly. Guys, it's just going to be at the 2019. It's not automatic where the spot was. Should be about the 18. 19-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Indians in the red zone again here.
Stewart again.
Cal Welker,
yeah,
finishing that one off.
Got him there by the legs. So another first down. 1st and goal now from the 9.
First and goal, ball to 9-yard line.
Give again, Stewart, and yep. Another touchdown for Blake Stewart. 27 now. Extra point upcoming.
Man, Micah Brown running out there.
Extra point. Taylor Bedka up good again. Hasn't missed one yet. 57-28 now, 7:32 left in the half. Plainview to kick off here soon. Charger Esports having a good season with a combined overall record of 16-4 so far. Last night, Landon Gasky beat his opponent from Bristow 35-12 and 35-0 to move into 4th place in the OSSAA League. Bo Butler made his Rocket League 3v3 debut, and he and his teammates Landon Green and Seb Payne scored 2 wins to move into the national top 10 and the state top 5. Top 10 nationally is for Rocket League is incredible.
Really?
Yes. Like Rocket League is a worldwide game. Like it.
Okay. Yeah.
Follow the esports team on Instagram at The Hall Esports and subscribe to their Twitch channel at twitch.tv/The Hall Esports to watch Rocket League and FIFA 23 live.
I see those guys in there every day, man, working on that esports. That's the coolest room in the school.
No. Out of bounds there.
I think, is that the 3rd or 4th time they've kicked it out of bounds?
At least, yeah. I think it's 4.
Not ideal.
Chargers will take over 35-yard line as they have a few times now.
Still got the starters in there offensively.
Yeah.
Get 4 quarters of action anyway. That's what we need to start getting right, you know.
Right.
Certainly expect that the next 2 weeks. There's a handoff to
Travis. He's got a lot of room.
That darn 6 can tackle.
Yeah. Hobbs again. Yeah, good tackle.
I mean, he can't weigh 150. Hobbs, and he's a fearless tackler. Great run there by Barrett Travis. Saw the guys out leading the way there.
Yep.
Xavier Freeman is in great shape. Plays every down in these games. Charlie, all those guys. It just, when you're big like that, I mean, I know they're enjoying this cooler weather this time of year, but those guys can go.
New set of downs here. 1st and 10. Trip to the right. Another give there. Ooh, right down.
I think he brought him down by his shoulder, Graham Murphy. Graham's a good running back too. I mean, you know, it's a good certainly going forward, need both of those guys. Missing Bladen Vogel tonight. I'm not sure what happened to Bladen. I don't think he's made the trip. Bladen, if you're listening, we're missing you, buddy. And love me some Vogel. And he's another running back piece on our roster and a great defensive player. So need him in the next few weeks as well.
Third and short now.
And also hope to, you know, talking to Cal Lowry, I see down on the sideline, hope to get Big Cal back in the lineup as, you know, playing some Mike Backer again and bring some real physicality to that position. And just has his shoulders get knocked down, and he's a warrior. I mean, he's been through it on the injury front, and friendly and nice a kid as you'll meet. I hope to see Cal as a senior get back out there here as on the downward side of this season.
Bass pulled it through that time.
What a great play by Bass. He's just got such great feet. He buys about a second or two more, and he just kind of jump back to give him a window to throw that ball because the kid played it well. So that looks like that's going to be it for Andy tonight. Get him out of there when he's upright, like the move. And Walker Nelson going to take over the controls at quarterback. Walker, another senior. Walker's a good player. Get Hillman coming in there, get all 11 of us in there. Plenty of time here. 14-13.
Give to Murphy again. Whoa, he went up.
I don't know, what is this flag on? I guess they're saying you can't do that.
Well, he showed his high jump there. He was up.
No kidding. What a freak. Jeez, he is such a great athlete.
I guess, yeah, maybe you can't hurdle.
Can't, not in high school. I don't get that rule, but
it's tough. It was a very athletic play there from Graham Murphy. So that personal foul is going to negate the good first down pickup, bring up 1st and 17.
See if he lets old Walker sling it a little bit here.
He's going to keep it. Walker Nelson.
Hey, Walker can move.
Yeah.
Great job there by Walker. Good read, pulls it.
Good pickup there for Few. Back inside the chains.
About the 32-yard line. He did run out of bounds there, so the clock stopped at 4. Yeah, he's going to run it. Well, no, the white hat, I think he didn't realize that he wound it, and then he's winding it.
There he is, yep.
So 4:25 and counting here in the fourth. Chargers comfortably in head by 29. That's Walker Waddell jumping up in there. Good young freshman.
Yeah. Stumbled forward there for a few.
Yeah, that was a good run. Here comes some other young men getting some reps here. Steve. Get those big boys off and call it a night for Xavier Freeman and Charlie Grayson, that crew. Great job. Walker's going to wish he kept that one.
Nice defensive play. Keegan Williams in the backfield. Tackle for loss.
And you say Walker Nelson gave it to Walker Waddell, so Walker had it, right?
Yeah, Walker had it. 4th and 3 now. He's going to cut it up there.
Get it?
Get it. Looked like he was right at it.
Coulter Gasky says first down. He's looking right at it. And they say first down Indians. That was I'm sorry. That was a terrible spot. My goodness. We've got our other kids in. We're doing it right. That's okay. Let's go play defense for 240 and
something that has worked to the Chargers' advantage for years now is they haven't been tested in district play very often, so they get to play these big district games and get their second string guys in and get varsity minutes.
Well,
isn't
that true, Max? I mean, great play, Hillman Brown right there. Really kept his outside leverage, outside half free, and went straight down the line, made the play. Nice job, Hillman. Would hope for great things for that young man going forward. Certainly blessed with the football body. Yeah, you're right. It's the Jinxes and the Heritage Halls of the world that for years have been getting that double advantage because they have so many games like this where their younger kids get varsity reps. Even though it scores like this, it's still different being on the field on Friday night than Monday night.
Right. Yeah.
And then they get their Monday night game as well. So that's just more live reps that they're going to get. Minute and a half to go here. I think the Plainview content to run this one out. Didn't call it.
Yeah, Plainview's got their backup quarterback in. Number 9, Ryan Crawford at quarterback now.
Walker Waddell in on that tackle.
.105 and counting, down to just a couple plays. The Chargers going to get out of here with another stress-free victory. Great job by that Charger
Nash
defense.
Iser, the first contact there. Good job by Nash. Blaine Kirk also in on that tackle.
Great job by
I think Plainview's content to not run another play, it looks like.
Yep. Game clock is about 2 seconds ahead of the play clock, so we'll just let that one run out.
Well, and right up, straight up 10 o'clock, this one's going to end, and another Charger victory. Final score is going to be Heritage Hall 57, Plainview Indians 28. Just a reminder again, Charger fans, homecoming coming up. So let's fill the stands for a really big game. Sulphur Bulldogs beat Marlowe tonight, so they will come in confident and ready in a big game at Pop Murray Field homecoming versus the Sulphur Bulldogs this coming Friday at Heritage Hall. And I hope to see everybody out there as the #1 ranked defending 3A state champions. Chargers continue their march in search of another gold ball. We'll be back with player of the game interviews here in just a few minutes.
Oklahoma is known for its lakes, farm ponds, and creeks. And whether you take a highway or a dirt road to get there, Joe Cooper Jeep gets you to your destination.
Right now, buy any Jeep for 10% below employee pricing. Plus, Joe Cooper always gives you more for your trade-in.
And remember, we'll beat any dealer's price on a new Jeep by $500, or we'll give you $10,000.
Only here at Joe Cooper.
I love you, Oklahoma.
Welcome back, Charger fans. Post-game here. My partner Steve Chard went down to find our Super Prep feature player of the game, Cal Welker. A great game for him. We'll have his stats pulled up here in just a second, but another great win for a program that it is on a different kind of roll right now. It's something that is seen by only, I count one hand how many teams in the state are as dominant as this Charger team. You look at the Carl Alberts and the Jinxes and the Bixbys of the world, but another great win here against a very talented Plainview squad. So the Chargers will move to 8-0 and 5-0 in district play. They're going to take on the 6-2 Sulphur Bulldogs next week, as we mentioned, in the biggest game up to that point. Probably will remain the biggest game up to that point until it comes November and playoff time. Good win here. The offense was firing on all cylinders. I'm outside of one drive where they were stood up because of penalties. They moved the ball at will on this really talented Plainview defense that's good and physical and tackles well. They moved the ball at will. Andy Bass had another great game throwing the football. As we mentioned, Cal Welker and Rashad Smith and Jordan Harris and all those guys stepping up big time in the passing game. And Barrett Travis had himself a great game in the backfield. Take a look at some of the scores around the 3A. Teams that we expect to see here coming up toward playoffs. Lone Grove in district battle. Lone Grove beats Douglas 74-14. Metro Christian, state runner-up last year, of course, in that crazy game that we all remember. Team that we'll see again, that will be around in playoffs again this year. 34-3 over Manford. And as we mentioned, we said earlier, Sulphur beat Marlow 14-13. So that puts Sulphur into sole second place in the district. And brings up a big game next week at homecoming for the Chargers. Perkins Tryon, a former district foe, and a team that in all honesty, that's the last district team that I can remember that has given the Hall fits. I remember the 2019, a few years ago, they had us down to the wire. Philip Smitherman took one to the house to ice it, but that game was down to the wire. They're always real talented. They are really good this year. They beat up on Metro Christian earlier already. They were up on North Rock Creek 43-7. And Lincoln Christian took care of business again, beating Stigler 49-0. Another good program that we've seen. Just came to Stillwater. I live in Stillwater, so I'm going to say Stillwater now. Came to OKC a couple years ago for playoff battle. Stigler did. So we've seen them around. Still waiting. Coach Bogert giving his post-game speech. There we go. I can see my partner down there. He's patiently waiting just to the outside. So yeah, the win tonight, 71st district win. Yeah, 71st straight, yeah. Right, same first straight district win. It started against 2013 against Newcastle. That is an incredible stat. That is 10 years of undefeated district play. 10 years. And so looks like my partner Steve is ready, so we're going to head down to the field for Steve. Go ahead.
Charger fans, I'm here with player of the game, Cal Welker. Cal, great game. I talked to a guy who might have used to coach here to get a few stats, and he kind of knew. I had you for 9 catches, touchdown, 35-yard field goal, and however many PATs you made, a few tackles even. Unbelievable game. Did you say best game of the year, Cal?
Yes, sir. Definitely the best game of the year, but we do have a lot more to improve on. You know, I mean, I enjoy making plays, but at the end of the day, it's about the team, and we have a lot more work to do moving on to Sulphur and Marlowe.
100%. I heard Coach Bogert alluding to that just now, talking to the team. He said the playoffs start now. Certainly the best team in districts, the best 2 coming up, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Practice will start ramping up, and us as players will have to start taking it a lot more seriously.
Well, yeah, and we know who you played the last 3 weeks, and then this week these guys were ready. They had to win this to get in. Plainview did, and it's a tall order to have to beat the Chargers. We haven't lost a district game in a decade. So that's a tough one for Plainview. But I thought you guys, you came on the road for the second week in a row, 100-mile road trip, and a much better team than Dixon.
Yes, sir.
And I think you counted yourself well. Those guys were ready. Good tailback for those guys. And we can win any way you want, right? You want to score a contest. You want to, make a rugged defensive game. We can do either one. Any different preparation as you get ready for the Bulldogs and Outlaws coming up?
Well, what Coach Adams said about the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter, Monday and Tuesday will be strictly 45 minutes straight tackling, so we'll be looking forward to that one.
Well, put the pads on and lace them up tight. That'll be fun. It's going to be fun, the stretch run, and like we said earlier, Charger fans, homecoming coming up, biggest district game of the year so far, so come out and support our Chargers. For Max Chard, I'm Steve Chard signing off. Cal Welker, play of the game. Way to go, Cal.
Charger pride. Thank you.
All right, buddy.